custom built for fame. Talent runs in my rubber veins. You'll love me, then break me. That's a guarantee. Look at me, so slick, so sheen. I'm just a little pleasure machine, and I can self-destruct. Turn me on, then dial me up. I perform while you bolt, and I'm not. I can't self-destruct. And like a man chosen, my meat is flesh frozen. Give me a heart with a warranty. I'm custom built for fame. Talent runs in my rubber veins. You love me and break me. That's a Are you ready, Night City? Feeling a little something in the air. I know I am. The flowers are gone and the evergreen ain't forever. Draw a veil, light a candle. The corpse killed all our weather. The sun can't shine too bright. The moon's full up. We're taking back the night. No room to run. We haven't even begun. It's time to fight. We'll plant our souls into their skulls. They took our future. Now we're taking back control. We're bound round into their heads. We were walking zombies. They'll be lying dead. The sun can't shine too
Hello! Hi! You just missed Sean doing his dance. I almost tried to catch him out to get it on stream, but it didn't work. Hello and welcome everybody, young and old and new, to Rollcast Live. With the four of us, the four main crew. I feel like it's been a hot minute since all four of us. We've had little ones ins and out. So if you know Rollcast, you know what's going on. If you don't, we are an Australian actual play podcast and occasional live stream who specialise in not specialising in tabletop RPGs. So we play a little bit of everything on the podcast. We're just getting into our 8th season of different games, having completed 7 seasons before, from Cyberpunk 2020 all the way up to our most recent season of Avatar Legends. And we also take turns in the role-playing, in the storyteller seat. Today I am storyteller or referee for Cyberpunk 2020. And our current season, which just kicked off, Sean is running our Starfinder game. So yes, names. I am Phil. As you can see below me, we've also got Sean. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
And Chris.
Hey, it's me, Chris. Hello.
And Ellen.
Hi. Good to see you all.
Yeah, so that's us. We have a Patreon that's at the top of the screen that supports us, helps us to do what we do. And part of the rewards of being a higher tier patron is that we put out, we do this live stream every month. We put out, whoever's telling the story puts out 3 choices, and our higher tier patrons get to pick which of those games that we play. They have picked Cyberpunk 2020 for this month, so we are back to the beginning of our very first season. We're playing Cyberpunk 2020 by Mike Pondsmith and Artasaurian Games, all the way back from the 80s. We're playing Cyberpunk 2020 second edition, so it's very exciting. It's very exciting to be back. So some other quick housekeeping things. Do pipe up in the chat. I'm not always watching it, but these guys pretty much always are. So we'd love to hear from you. Love to hear your reactions, and often it worms its way into the game if you do join in. As I said, we've got a Patreon. Do consider checking that out and supporting us if you don't already. Coming up very, very soon, we have a live show that will be in the Adelaide Fringe. That is in February and March. So go to the Adelaide Fringe website if you plan on being in Adelaide during that time, which you should do. It's the biggest arts festival in the Southern Hemisphere. There's lots of good things going on, including Rollcast Live.
Second biggest fringe festival in the world.
In the world, behind the original.
Not just Southern Hemisphere. Second biggest fringe festival in the world. So
behind the original in Edinburgh. So yeah, we're taking part in that. We'll be at the Lost Dice Cafe, which is the your friendly neighbourhood local game store in Adelaide, which is a really great place. We're in their big dining room upstairs. Again, similar idea. We're going to do 4 shows, 4 different games, with one of us telling a story each time, with live music and lighting, full production values. So tickets are already on sale. Go to the Adelaide Fringe website. Go check that out. It's going to be awesome. But
your awesome peaked. It was so awesome. Mike couldn't handle it.
Maybe I'll tell my little mic, listen down a little bit. Okay, that's better. Sorry about that, everybody. But back to today, we are here to play some Cyberpunk 2020. So I decided to do a little continuation of our previous game, because why not? A little epilogue, if you will, from what's it called? Going Mainstream.
Going Mainstream.
I wrote it. I remember what it's called.
It's all right. We last visited this in 2019. So
yeah, that's crazy. It's been a long time.
Pre-pandemic.
We're also
Wow.
Oh my god, yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
Sean, that's
Oh my
nuts.
gosh. That was back in the crazy times when Rollcast could lick anything we wanted.
And we did.
we did frequently. So yeah, this will be a few hours, 2 or 3 hours, a little continuation of that story. I've decided to call it Escape Artist.
Nice.
And so we haven't played 2020 in a while. It has a few differences from Red. It's kind of similar. If we get some rules wrong, obviously tell us. Say actually, and then tell us what we're doing wrong.
Don't tell me. You can tell Phil. Don't
it's
tell
engagement. So we love that.
Ellen. Actually, tweet at her.
Tweet at Ellen what she's
rules wrong.
What she's done wrong.
If you have to tweet at me, you have to follow me as well.
That's fine. But make sure you tweet at Ellen whenever she gets a rule wrong.
And sorry, not to bring it back to this, but it's just because it's blown my mind. This season, going mainstream, is the only season we did before the pandemic hit. The only season that was pre-pandemic.
Wow.
Crazy. Anyway, continue.
Was not Vampire
pre-pandemic?
No, because remember we had the conversation about whether we were going to set it in Adelaide while the lockdown and stuff was in effect. Because we only just managed to get in 2020.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, because we talked anyway. I think it was recorded before because I was going to have Stuart drive down from the Riverland and join us, and that was a logistics problem, not a COVID problem. But anyway, it's Cyberpunk 2020.
Cyberpunk 2020. So obviously it's a continuation of our previous story in a setting that people are slightly less familiar with. Some people will be up to date on what's happening. I will try and sort of bring people up to date with both the world and the story when we get going. But yes, I will give everyone a chance to in-world introduce their characters as well. So, is there anything I've missed, guys? Anything you want to say or do?
That was pretty comprehensive.
No, I think, that's pretty good.
Excellent.
If you haven't listened to the podcast, you can still enjoy the stream.
There may be slight spoilers.
There may be slight spoilers
If you care
for
to bring it
season
up,
1.
Ellen, if you care to bring it up, there might be spoilers, but if you don't mention anything that happened previously, there won't be.
Don't mention anything that happened in the last 2 weeks for your character.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just that it was some pretty big stuff.
I feel like it might come up, but I think we need to preface it that there may be spoilers.
There may be spoilers. It's
may be
like,
spoilers.
That's the maybe. That's the maybe
it's like
part.
it may contain traces of spoilers.
Yeah.
It'll still be very exciting, and you still get to meet Bob if you go back. So, okay. The year is 2020, but not our 2020. The 2020 of Mike Pondsmith's Cyberpunk world, which diverged from our world in the 1980s. Ecological collapse, decimated areas outside of the cities, and urban consolidation, followed by disastrous narco wars in South America, have weakened governments not just in America, but worldwide. Instead, mega corporations rule the world, all in service of the mighty Eurodollar, the new world currency. War and pressing need have turbocharged technology to the point that we have cybernetic augmentations available to you man on the street. But still, this is a world of haves and have-nots, where the corporations live in luxury while the poor scrape by in areas abandoned by the law enforcement called combat zones, and the reality of life is high-tech, low-life, crushing despair, everything owned, your food, your water, your job, your home, such as it is, such a cube that it is all owned by one mega corporation or another. The crushing reality of life in 2020 is a few years from boiling over into the fourth corporate war, the massive reset button of a global conflict between Militech in the west and Arasaka in the east that culminates to some degree with one very fed up rocker boy, Johnny Silverhand, nuking Night City in 2023. But we're not there yet. No, we're back in 2020 and we are in Night City. halfway between LA and San Francisco in Morro Bay in California. This is one of the American continent's most dangerous but also vibrant and exciting cities where dreams are both made and crushed. Corporate Center, while still standing at this point, is today a war zone. Engulfed in an open conflict between DMS, Dynamic Media Systems, and the forces of Arasaka, who have turned the plaza into a war zone of smoke and terrified civilians and gunfire. Racing away from the corporate center on a choo-choo powered superbike is a solo named Annie and a rocker boy named Cassie Glass. As she powers down the street, weaving through traffic, the flow of first responders in the racing in the opposite direction towards the smoke and chaos behind her. She whips past a bank of TVs in a shop front, all showing her face. Defiant, direct, fierce. And Cassie, can you tell us what the face on the TV looks like?
Cassie Glass, she's very sleek, similar to her name. Fractals are kind of her game, sharp edges and angles. I think of one of the inspirations for her physically was like Numi Rapace, if anyone knows her, the kind of Scandi actor, very kind of pixie-like, but with sharp and asymmetrical kind of aesthetics to her design. When I rolled her fashion, it was like lingerie as outerwear, and I knew I was in. But yeah, as implied by her latest name, Cassie Glass, it's all about sharpness, it's all about angles. There's always kind of segments of her clothes that are cut out and revealing parts of herself. Her hair is black, and kind of asymmetrical, one side being longer than the other, and her eyes are shining, shifting color chrome, blues, purples, greens, who names it, and with a kind of metallic eye makeup, just kind of looking out at the world around her as it falls down, essentially.
On the screen, she's totally put together as the news broadcasts cover both her city-spanning broadcast that has set the masses alive for an evening of rioting, as she stole the airwaves from the WNS building not long ago, but also the chaos of corporate warfare that erupted in her wake. On the bike, she's a little less put together, maybe a bit scraped up, a bit dirty, some of her makeup smudged, maybe tears in her clothing, because Cassie is the sole survivor from a heist in Corporate Plaza. Everyone she went in with is behind her, dead or dying, heroically or tragically, but she has survived. And not only has she survived, but clutched in her arms is a case. And that is the reason for all this bloodshed. It's called the Siren's Call, and she doesn't even know what it does.
Classic. Classic me.
None of us do. We still don't.
No one knows what it does. But we know Arasaka was willing to attack WNS in broad light daylight to get it. So you're racing down the street, and Annie calls back to you. This is great and all, but I think we need to make a bit more of a solid plan than just racing off into the sunset. Look, I've called in a couple of friends. They're gonna meet us in Haywood. Hang on tight. And she cranks the accelerator and races off south through the city into the Haywood Industrial District. And she snakes through some twisted streets in a less inhabited part of town. It's much more industrial, more warehouses, factories, substations, until she pulls off the main street, down a sharp ramp, and ends up into an underground storm drain runoff. As the bike comes to a stop, she puts one foot on the ground and swings her leg over, and waiting for the two of you are a Solo and a Nomad. And she says, "Thanks for coming on short notice, Cassie. This is Lazarus. He's the backup. And this is Yuri. He is my bolt hole."
Oh, you today. Oh, you two look a bit worse for wear, no?
I mean, by the size of him, I guess he can take care of himself. Lazarus, you look like you've seen a few Friday night firefights.
Lazarus, do you want to tell us what you look like?
Sure. Lazarus is wearing a he's a Solo. He has dark brown hair. He's standing at an intimidating 6'2", and is wearing a pair of blue jeans with short spiked hair. Has these weird contact lenses that just black out his eyes, which gives the appearance of a completely black eye for both of them.
Very cool.
He is wearing flak armor across his whole body.
You got a helmet on or anything like that?
He does.
He does have a helmet.
It's a nylon helmet.
Not too cool for a helmet. I like it.
Not too cool for a helmet. But on top of that is a cowboy hat.
Brilliant.
So it looks like the effect of it is with the kind of blue denim that sticks out beneath the flak of the flak pants is of a neo-western. He looks like a cowboy. He looks like a bounty hunter.
Does he have spurs?
I mean, his pants jingle jangle, but it isn't spurs. It is steel on steel.
Okay, so yeah, how's he armed? Tell us.
Jingle jangle is a great phrase. Someone please use it.
I stole it, I'm afraid, Ellen. It's
from
no! Fallout New Vegas.
Damn it. Okay.
Got someone has that jingle jangle jingle.
It's very important.
It's a song from the 50s, actually.
What did you bring to this occasion? What toys have you got?
In terms of firearms?
Yeah, and what about cyberware? Are you augmented? You got the black eyes?
Only slightly. He has a targeting scope, which is built into his hand for a smart gun.
Smart link, yeah.
And he has a H&K MPK-11 SMG.
Good choice.
Semi-automatic machine gun. And he also has a heavy pistol, a Styrmer Type 35.
Okay.
Fuck off guns.
How did you get here today? Did you bring your own transportation?
Yeah, I have a car.
You have a car?
I have a small compact.
Okay, so this is a big storm drain. It's wide enough. You can be leaning against your compact here. So you've got your car. That's great. And Yuri.
Yes, so Yuri, a behemoth of a man. He's big hands, big head. He's He's clad in just one kind of like a blue set of coveralls from head to toe, with kind of big working boots down below, calluses on his hands. Like he looks like a working man, as it were, but that's offset by the big, lovely shit-eating grin that seems to be ever plastered on his face. His demeanor is very open and inviting, which is again offset by the massive shotgun that you see strapped to his back. You can see a bulge in his jacket, because he's wearing
okay.
Yeah, in his jacket. We'll get to that.
Yes.
In his
It's
jacket,
Cyberpunk, baby.
where a pistol is kept, and also a bulge in his pants from the Swiss Army combination tool that he keeps always on hand. And of course, again, Yuri Volkov is none too cool to wear a steel helmet, which he has lovingly painted on and crafted and expressed himself in vibrant colors and such. And he too generally would be with a car, but I did not purchase one, nor did I have the money for.
You're nomad. You're nomad. So if you want to have a vehicle, you have a vehicle.
Then he has a vehicle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's absolutely no way you would not have a vehicle. That's like, if
great.
you wanted one, yeah, you could definitely.
Absolutely don't. It's a rundown piece of shit. Even
Absolutely.
to Cyberpunk 2020 standards, like it's a one that he happened to find in a scrapyard and managed to make work after long, loving hours. But it works, and it's his. That's the most important thing.
Is it one of those city cars?
I would say it is a city car that was tossed in a dump and kind of just like left. Like it's one that was like just left in the vast desert and considered for scrap. And he's taken it and kind of lovingly restored it, at least to have a purr to life once more.
Because those are like mopeds. Yeah, moped. But like a trike.
I don't
like
have
3 people, like a single person thing.
What is?
Okay. Yeah, I didn't take anything in motorcycle or anything like that. So I envision it being just strictly like more of like a car.
A car.
A
Yeah.
good old fashioned car.
That's fine.
Sedan.
Yeah. But I imagine it's nomadized. It's ruggedized
Yes,
a little bit.
absolutely.
You know, the wheels are a bit are like custom wheels with a bit
It's
more
Warriors-esque.
thicker traction on them, and you know there's modifications sticking out of the side wires and
Also,
and
it looks
tubing
like
and
you could.
stuff.
It looks like you potentially could breathe on it and it would fall over, but actually it's quite well reinforced. It's just got the air of a piece of shit.
It's the nomad way. It's the nomad way. So yeah, Yuri is a nomad. Some eagle-eyed viewers may recognize the name Yuri Volkov.
Very, very
Oh, what?
important note is that one thing you would also notice is beside Yuri is a blue healer. It's just like a dog who he lovingly calls Skid.
Skid. Is there an origin to this? Where did you get a real dog?
You know, you find it. You know,
Family
don't know.
secret.
How do you find anything? You just
Goddamn nomads, man.
Reminds me of the dog in Blade Runner 2040. 49, where it's is that a real dog? He's like, I don't fucking care.
Look, when I find car, I find dog. 2 for 1.
I ride dog.
Oh god, my alarm's going off once again.
Sorry, I
Phil's
forgot to
silly
turn
alarm is going off. The show's too silly. Blue Healer is, I feel like, an excellent apocalyptic dog.
Sorry if everyone saw my pajama pants as well. I'm very comfy. Okay, so you two are waiting with your vehicles in a place where the storm drain opens out. It is we're lit here by kind of orange overhead lights that wash everything out and cast these shadows against the walls. It's all very concrete. You know, there's stagnant water on the floor, some rubbish, and you know, a soiled mattress and and crap all around. This is your auspicious meeting place as Annie steps off the bike, and so does Cassie. And Annie introduces the two of you as she pulls off her bike helmet. Cassie, you've still got the case, and Annie says, "So that's what everyone's after, huh?"
Yeah, Annie, just between us, how much do you trust these guys? Because, it's been 5 hours since someone last pointed a gun at my head who I was working with.
Well, Lazarus and I... he as the name suggests, he likes to go solo, but we saved each other's lives a few times. I trust this chum. And she just nods at him, knowing that he's not a talker, like a effusive, I would say. And then she walks up to you and she goes, and Yuri. Yuri. She gives him...
time, bring it in here.
Lord! Just lifted off her feet.
Broken spine.
I consider her like family, and she's family, you're family. We all family for today at least, because sometimes today is all we have.
And you know what how nomads feel about family. Yuri has a... What is it, Yuri? Is it a circus?
Oh, I didn't realize I told you about that. Yes, I hope one day to get big circus. It's very modest at the moment, just a few of us. We've done shows here and there, but I hope eventually big circus, everybody come. You'll come, booster gangs will come. We make a big empire, but not like Corp, like big inviting empire, if such word exists.
Like a family?
Yes, but they also pay, so, because you still need to make money.
Everyone pays in this life, too.
He's my long-standing contingency plan. If I ever needed to get out of Night City for a while, traveling show, that's where I figured I'd go. That's where I figured today I'd take you after you set the city on fire. So yeah, I trust these guys.
If you know Yuri, but Annie makes one hell of a drummer.
Oh. I was thinking maybe she could, do the thing where you shoot apple on top of person's head. I have a few people that would be okay with this.
I think she'd probably be better as the shooter, but Annie, thank you. Honestly, you've saved my ass more than enough times, but
anytime, Cassie. It's fine. Now, what is that?
Well, that's
she
the
points
funny
at the
thing.
case.
I got no fucking clue.
So, you guys went in there to steal it from the WNS building, and Arasaka took a kill squad into the building to get it. You got out with it, and you don't know what it is?
It's powerful, dangerous, important enough to almost demolish a whole building. That says enough to me.
So, but DMS made it, right? I can see, it has DMS logo on this side, but Arasaka won it.
Yeah. Huge target on my back.
Is Arasaka after you now? Do we need to go, or do we have time?
Well, they could be tracking it, but it's a DMS device, not an Arasaka device. That doesn't mean they won't be able to get a fix on it eventually. Hack the back end.
Not to mention just the sight lines of, we swerved and weaved throughout the streets, but, I
Plus,
don't know.
Cassie, your face is everywhere.
Yeah.
You're all over the news. That broadcast you sent out, that, though, is working in our favor. I don't know if you've checked the data terms, but the whole city has gone nuts tonight. Combat zones are war zones, and people are trashing their warehouses, their places of business. You really lit a fire under people with what you said.
Yeah.
So
Well, hopefully that's enough to cover our tracks for a little while.
that's what I'm thinking. Like, we have time, but not infinite time. They'll find us eventually, I think, if we can't go to ground. But can we ditch it?
I mean, Lazarus, Yuri, do you know any places where no one would ever find something? Maybe places where stuff's about to be demolished, or...
I mean, there's always scrapyards in big desert out back, and it is a bit more, how you say, a bit more ghost town than other cities, so not many people likely to come out. But again, it depends if they're a tracking device on this machine or not. It depends, are you okay with them eventually finding it again, or do you need it with you at all times?
No, this thing needs to be buried. If I can destroy it, great. But if I can't, then it needs to be hidden pretty fucking well.
Maybe if we find a tech who can get in the guts of it, see what it is, see if we can disable a tracker.
What would you need? Would you need basic tech or cyber tech to be able to look at this thing?
You'd need some sort of
basic
advanced electronics to do. Well, basic tech would give you access to whether it's like got a tracker and stuff in it. You'd need some more advanced tech to work out exactly what it is that it does.
Could I do a basic tech to at least see if we're working with any sort of like tracking device, at least so we can know what kind of time we're working with?
Yeah, you can give me a basic tech check.
Awesome. So that's going to be as the first roll, my tech plus a D10.
Quick note, everybody. We're actually running homebrew skills that I wrote. So they're a modified 2020 skill list. Did Lazarus have anything to chip in about that line of discussion?
The strong silence. Oh my god, Bowser.
It's role playing on easy mode.
Can you remind me, if you hit a 10, does that explode?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Exploding was in 2020 as well. Yeah.
But not in red.
Yeah. Exploding's
so
in
that
it.
is a 28.
I don't know anything. It's been a while since any of my rolls have exploded, so...
Okay, so... You take a look at the case, give it a good look over. Do you have any tech tools or anything like that?
He's got like a little like Swiss Army combination tool now, which just has like a bunch of like, screwdrivers and
cool.
And
yeah, but
like,
it's not a
yeah.
So it's a great roll, but without the proper tools, it's just a case. It's got some ports and stuff where it can be connected to things, but like it looks like a suitcase, but there's no clasps, there's no openings, there's not even any like visible like screws or joints or anything like that. It's just a case with a handle and some connection ports in it. It's a great roll, but like the thing that you very quickly realize is like there's no way in to it.
Well,
it's just a box.
There's not really access point in here. It clearly needs to be connected up to something. Did you find it connected up to something when you took it, or?
Yeah,
No.
it was. They were in the process of connecting it to the WNS network. That's the reason it was there. DMS brought it there. Yeah, they were connecting it to the World Wide Web.
To be fair, a lot was happening.
Yes, fair. But yes,
with that
they were.
basic
They
tech,
were. Yeah.
Could you at least see like what they would need to connect it up? Is that pretty obvious?
Oh,
Like, what
absolutely.
they-
Yeah. You know what kind of hardware you would need, and you know that you have a techie in your camp.
Yeah.
Who would possibly be able to actually connect it and do some diagnostics.
Hopefully
are
with a
you-
crazy accent as well.
Probably.
If you're curious about what is on, I have friend back at the camp who could, do this and that, a bit of jingle, and get things up and running if you want to know what we're dealing with.
Your camp, that's like nomad camp?
Yeah, not too far from here, an hour tops, maybe, I don't know. It's scenic drive for me, so I enjoy it.
I mean,
Yuri, I've just... No, sorry.
we need to get out of Night City anyway.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, Yuri, I've just met you. Seem like you care about family. This thing is figuratively radioactive. Alright? Causes a lot of damage everywhere it goes. You sure you're okay taking it back to your home base?
Put it this way. The way I see it, there is no misfortune without a blessing in it, as my family would say. So you've come into my life for a reason. We're all here together for a reason. That thing, we need to figure out what it does, so let us figure that out.
Dude, it's gonna get you in trouble, but it'll be a fun ride. Alright. Lazarus? You all good?
That means yes.
Fuck yeah. Let's ride out.
Okay, so
I like this guy.
it's with his black eyes.
I can't
Selective
wait for
mute.
the moment where it's like we find out he likes darning or something. Or
Yeah.
I
think he's-
I can just see him using his hands as like a loom, as like all the old ladies like knit with him.
Or it's like
He's just
like a Mike Tyson-esque pitch, like a really high-pitched, for a very foreboding individual.
He's taking too many punches to the throat.
I will kill you all. I thought he's gonna have a no-ticket moment, but we'll see. Dogma, Jan, Silent Bob.
Multipass.
Just chuck someone. No ticket.
No ticket.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's
We've
less
sort of
is
fan
more.
cast you as Harrison Ford, Chris. I hope you don't mind.
You're generating a lot of.
flattering comparison.
This is the great thing about less is more, right? He doesn't have to do a lot, and everybody's now talking about his character, which I love.
Yeah, we're
It's
like
so
projecting
good.
onto
Exactly.
him.
Amazing.
As an idea, by the way, just so you get a sense of what Yuri does look like, picture a young Meatloaf.
Okay.
Has Meatloaf ever been young?
Young,
Is my
yeah, that's
question.
That's a good.
Honestly,
That's a
look
good.
up
Honestly, it's a
young-
good question.
Look up young Meatloaf, and that's Yuri Volkov.
Like, even when
on
he
your
was
other screen,
young.
guys, keep our stream open. But yeah, please feel
Yeah,
free to go look up.
Tab that shit.
Go look at Sean's strange reference material. So Savage just said
Oh, yeah.
Chris could put a still in this video and go get some pizza.
Oh shit!
He's done it. He's done it. He is still. I saw him wobble. I saw him wobble. Oh wow! I love it.
He'd do anything for love. But
Remember,
will he
this
do
is
that?
the 80s. This is the 80s vision of the future. 2020 is very. It's more 80s than Red is. Anyway,
More
Annie.
80s than the 80s.
Yeah, it's right. It's turbo 80s. Annie opens the seat on her bike, and she pulls out a spare bike helmet, which she didn't have time to give you last time because you were under active fire. So she gives you a bike helmet. You don't want to mess up your hair, but probably better than catching a bullet.
You know what? I think I'll just run a brush through it later. I just want to cram it on.
She puts her own back on.
Or just wear hair like mine, see? And you can see it's like bedraggled and ratty and long. It's like, I still look very attractive. It's fine.
Well,
yeah,
we're-
but yours is more about a feeling. As I gesture with a chicken stick with my dog. Does your dog need a treat?
Oh, Skid loves treats, absolutely.
Aw,
Everyone in family feeds him. He'll get really big one day, and then he'll retire. And he doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't do anything now, but that is fine.
So that looks like something you'd get in Cyberpunk, like a little process.
This is a whole
like
day's nutrition.
yeah, that's right. Packed with flavor. Get it now. Okay,
Also
so you.
playing the role of Skid is Bowser.
Hello, Skid.
He's not a blue healer.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry I didn't have time to cosplay my freaking dog.
Well, I'm not Meatloaf, so, you know.
We need
Get out the airbrush.
realism. Okay, so Annie says, "We're following you, Yuri."
Okay. Try to keep up, yes? I like to go fast.
Well, yeah, I love opening up the throttle once we hit the Badlands. So yeah.
Okay. Let us go then. Do I need to make driving roll, or is this just going to be done?
Well, we're just driving at the moment. Driving rolls is for special driving. It's for
Does he need to like kick the car or something for it to start?
Well, he just says some nice words and gives loving pat on it. It works 9 out of 10 times.
Wow, I really know where Sprocket got it from.
So is Skid a front seat dog or a back seat dog, or does your car even have back seats?
Well, if Skid had his way, he'd be driving, but I don't let that. So Skid is in passenger. I even put seatbelt on him. I don't have seatbelt, but I have to give it to him.
Oh, gorgeous. and
I'm not a monster.
And Lazarus, do you want to tell us about your vehicle as you hop in?
Lazarus's vehicle looks like
I'm imagining Knight Rider.
A small compact, right?
Yeah.
Small subcompact, right? So it's
like a Jeep kind of thing.
Think more like a hatchback.
Ah, cool.
It's like a little Civic, like a little Honda Civic or something.
Yeah.
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 And the only distinguishing quality in it is that there's a little on the rear vision mirror. There's a little crucifix dangling.
Ooh. Interesting.
He's a cleric.
He taps before starting the car up.
Great.
Can't wait for him to use that to kill someone.
Kid, be quiet.
That's pretty accurate, Alan.
I love that we now have a diegetic reason for dog noises.
Thank God. Yeah, thanks Sean for writing it into the plot, because he's just going a bit crazy.
Okay, so you mount up. So Yuri's in the lead, and then you've got Annie and Lazarus following up.
It's one of my favorite kind of post-apocalyptic tropes. Where, because there's no one around, especially when you get into the more countryside, we're all driving in the middle of the road. We don't need lanes. It's just smack bang in the middle, and it looks really cool. Yeah,
so you pull out. You're near the edge of the city already. Your choo-choo engines purring and roaring as you come back out to street level, and you worm your way out of Hayward. And find one of the main roads that exit the city into the Badlands. As I said, ecological collapse has ravaged America. I mean, California was pretty yellow to begin with, but now it's just dunes and scrub and cactus. As far as the eye can see, there are some vehicles out here, but as Sean says, you can pretty much have the road to yourselves. There's not a lot of intercity traffic, but it doesn't take long of you being out on the road. Roll your awareness, please, guys.
Okay. I can't stop doing this voice. This is the problem.
It's fine.
You can keep voice. It's okay.
Well, let's see intelligence. That is base of 11, and then we do roll. Oh, that is not good. That is 13.
Yes, time to get the old calculator out.
Yeah, I use a hand calculator as well. Invaluable for people who cannot do my numbers in their head.
No, I didn't listen. I didn't listen in school when they said math would be helpful in life. Thought they were lying.
They were lying.
So it's just the skill in your base stat, right?
Yeah, so awareness is a intelligence skill?
Yeah, it's intelligence.
Yeah.
Now, Lazarus, when you tell us dice roll, nod head once if you got 1, nod head twice if you got 2, and so on and so forth, and we'll figure out your roll.
What? But that's all a head nodding system. That's a 14 for me.
Oh,
14.
Good, I got 13.
Lazarus, Annie fluffed her roll, so...
Am I noticing traps or perceiving danger?
Perceiving danger.
Right.
I can't remember how combat sense works in 2020.
It does.
I forgot.
Oh, that's really cool.
In red, it's a pool of points which you move around to different bonuses. I can't remember if it works the same way.
36.
So...
I rolled a 9, just to be clear. I have a base of 27.
What?
Of awareness.
Yes.
So you have like a maxed awareness skill, and then
I have int 10, awareness 9, combat sense 8.
Great, fantastic.
That's
he's a solo. Like that's he's meant to spot things coming. That's the whole deal.
Glad someone's maxed out. I'm not.
No.
And you do spot things coming. What you spot is 2 motorbikes tearing up the highway behind you guys fast, and you can tell very quickly with a glance over your shoulder, like it's barely even a look, you know these guys are coming to get you. They're corporate hitmen, looks like.
I don't
2
think
black
we had
bikes,
as much time
black
as we
uniforms.
thought we did.
Yeah.
Well, it's Lazarus. Lazarus notices them way before any of you. Way before any of you. So if you're gonna hear about it, it's gonna be from him. And you guys have comms. You have either a little radio or you have your phones connected
little radios in
your car. So you can talk freely on the highway. That's fine. So yeah, Lazarus you spot them.
Horn.
Does it do that?
Oh shit! Okay.
If you honk your horn, then Yuri's gonna like look back or look through his like little
on your mirror,
little mirror, see what he can see behind based on that beep.
You see two black dots and dust, and they're closing fast.
Were we expecting more friends?
Probably.
Yes, we were.
Oh, well, guess we don't have as much time as we thought we did.
And he looks back.
We got all the time if you can outdrive them.
Oh, well, if that is what you want to do, I'm more than happy to drive fast.
Yes, I would like to very much drive fast. Yeah.
Okay.
A few zigs and zags.
Wrap yourselves in and do as I do.
Oh, fuck.
They're moving fast, so open those throttles.
All right. He is gonna look to do some crazy driving to
do your
try
best.
And shake these individuals.
Yeah, these guys are on superbikes, so they're driving hard and fast. So
yeah. So it's going to be about acceleration, pedal to the metal. And
yeah, there's not a lot of like maneuvers to do out here. It's pretty much the open highway. So yeah, we'll see what we can do just in terms of raw speed.
So is this all of us doing a drive check, or what's the dealio?
Yeah. So I've done Annie's because Cassie's not driving, and then we need drive checks from you two as well.
Great. So let's see.
Can I do anything in the meantime of just like looking out, since I'm a passenger?
You can make another awareness check. Good luck beating 28 or whatever it was, 36. he knows that they are all clad in black, and Lazarus somehow knows that they mean you harm from the way they're driving. I don't know how he does that, but he knows that.
Read their name tags.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean less like looking back at them and more looking at what's
Ahead.
coming at us.
Oh, you sure? Yeah, you roll an awareness for that.
Yeah.
Phil, just to give a sense of scale before Ellen finishes her math, how far away in meters are these guys?
So the little dots, so they're a few 100 meters back at the moment. Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
But they're closing fast. They'll be within 200 meters within a minute or two.
See those black dots coming over the horizon if you're looking back through the rearview mirror.
Okay. They would have been closer, but you got an amazing roll. Okay, yeah. So you look ahead as everyone is looking back, and the first kind of obstacle you see is an overturned truck. It's not blocking the whole road, just like two out of like 6 lanes. It's like it's just wrecked on the road up there.
Yeah.
Truck coming up ahead, guys.
Oh yeah, I see it. What are your driving rolls, guys?
17 for Yuri.
Yep.
It's based on reflex?
Yes.
It's reflex,
17.
drive, land, vehicle. Yeah.
Oh, and vehicle.
There's a skill for drive. Yeah. Do you not
Yeah,
have any drive?
so reflex plus drive plus 10.
I don't have any vehicle stuff. So, 17.
17 as well. Wow, cool.
They rolled really well, so they managed to navigate the slightly decaying highway on their super bikes, and before you know it, they are within firing distance. They are 200 meters back at long range for the SMGs that the two of them level at you. So you can see quickly that it is 4 guys on 2 bikes. 2 of them are driving, 2 of them are shooting, and they've got, like I said, good choice there. H and K, what are they? MP11s. What's it?
MK11s.
MPK11s, submachine guns that they are leveling at your trio of vehicles as they come tearing down the highway at you with guns at the ready. And you know what that means? It's initiative time. It's initiative time.
Oh my goodness.
So that is, initiative is 1d10 plus reflex, plus any speedway you have in your brains.
Or any cool abilities that you have.
To give you initiative advantage as a solo. And we're going to do my special initiative because combat can last 2 seconds in in 2020. So my special initiative is we will re-roll it each round, and we do reverse declare because who goes first is very important. So reverse declare is we work our initiative, and the slowest person says what they're going to do first. All the way up to the fastest person who gets all the information. They say what they're going to do, and then we resolve in that order. Their resolution goes first. It can take a little bit of getting used to, but we've done it before. We should be able to whip through it. So our Arasaka guys are going on. They're going on 11 and. Ooh, that's a good one. 9 was... what did I say it was? They got reflex 8s. 17. What do you guys got? Let's hear Lazarus.
28.
Jesus.
That's our solo.
That's the solo.
Yep.
I
Base
got 11.
pool of 18.
Cool. Just quickly roll off for me. Just one more
It's going
D10.
to be okay.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
Okay, cool. So the Arasaka guy goes in front of you. So we've got Laz. And then Yuri?
Yuri got a total of 13.
Easy. So it is Lazarus, one of the Arasaka guys. It is Yuri, an Arasaka guy. And then at the bottom, it is good old Cassie Glass.
What's up? I'm not a combat character.
No, no.
Bob and Steve, I'm going to call them.
And
Bob and Steve?
Bob and Steve.
there is a base penalty for everybody in this combat of -4 from firing from the back of a moving car or bike, right? And those of you who are driving, you have to also, you're driving as an action. So you're at another -3 on top of that for taking another action to shoot. Okay.
So to be clear, we need to drive as our action, and if we want to do something like, say, fire out the back, for Chris and myself, it'd be a -6, and for Ellen, it would be a -3.
Yes.
Cool.
-4 for
4.
Ellen.
4. Yeah.
-4 for Ellen.
Yeah. And so the Arasaka guys, they've got drivers, they're just doing their driving, and the guys on the back up -4 for shooting. So it's gonna be hard all round for hits. It's not easy to shoot people while literally driving on the highway. That is what I wanted to simulate. There'll be bullets flying, but I'm not sure exactly what's gonna happen. So Cassie, what are you gonna do first?
I'm just gonna fire my pistol.
Okay.
Steve, let's say.
The Arasaka guy is going to 3-round burst at the car that's furthest back. The lowest drive, I think that's Lazarus, right, with the lowest drive. Yep. So
I was the furthest one back. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna fire at Lazarus. Yuri, what are you gonna do?
Yuri is obviously going to keep driving, and you know what? He's gonna whip out a pistol and he's gonna try and take a fire, because of course he is.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and fire at the person closest out of the two cyclists.
And you're driving, like, are you just gonna kind of maintain speed, or are you just you're gonna drop back to try and close a gap with them? Is there anything special you're doing with the driving, or is it just keep?
For now, no. I want to see the lay of the land and see how it's going. So for now, it's going to be like conservative, simple, trying to keep going, and then if we need to, we can ramp it up afterwards.
Yep, and then we got a 3-round burst from the other Arasaka guy as they try and close the gap. And Lazarus, you're first. What are you going to do?
I'll full auto into the one who's shooting at me.
Describe how you're going to full auto your submachine gun while driving. Like, I don't doubt you can do it, but I want to know how it's going to work.
I wind down the window.
Coolly.
and just
keep
offhand
on the wheel, and just well, American car, right?
Yeah,
American driving. So
that's
left
true.
Hand driving.
That's true.
So
that's true.
Left hand on the wheel, right hand just back, and just blow out my own window.
Cool. Absolutely awesome.
That'll have armor piercing. Never mind. I'll go the other way. Wind down the window and just blast.
Okay, so you are they're still a long way away. They're like 200 meters. The effective range of a SMG is 150. Sorry?
200.
Is it 200?
MPK 11 is 200.
Okay, so 200. They're 200 meters. That puts it medium range. It's a 20 to hit. So you're not doing anything special with your driving, so that just counts as a given check. That's fine. But you are -4 and -3 to hit. And then how many rounds are you firing?
Well, full auto.
10, so you can do up to the whole clip.
20.
So 20.
I have a rate of fire of 20, so I can go.
You can go up to 20 bullets.
I can go up to 20.
Right. So you're doing a full 20 burst.
Yeah.
At this range, that's a -2 as well.
That's
so
-7, 9, -9.
So -9 to hit, and you're just firing either of them. Sorry.
Yeah, and I got to hit 20.
You got to hit 20. Yep. Roll away.
Well, I will spend my 2 points of luck.
Great.
Oh, how much luck do I have? That's a good point.
So 200 meter, one-handed, while driving, 20 round burst. Let's see if you hit anything.
Dial of a substance, baby.
No, I miss.
Yes, fair enough. I would be extremely surprised if you hit anyone at that range.
Yeah.
So yeah, you 20 rounds, firing out the back, and they just whiz back down the highway. Okay, so we got an Arasaka guy. He is going to make the driver is going to make a driving check. It's good. They close 50 meters. They're into the 150 range. Doesn't change their ability on their shooter's gun. So they fire at your vehicle. They are at they have a combat number of 15. But they're at -4 for being on the back of a bike, but +1 for a 3-round burst. Gives them a 12 plus 6 for an 18. They miss. They throttles open, still gaining on you. Over the back of the driver, 3-round burst at your car. You hear the bullets whiz, but they miss. Yuri.
So it's tell me if this can be accepted as flavor, or if you want a separate like athletics roll or something to do this. But I imagine the way in which Yuri keeps control of the car whilst shooting back is, instead of going through the middle, he's going to wind down his driver's side window and like sit himself out and use his legs to leave the car stable. while shooting back with his pistol, because Yuri is an athletic circus performer in training. I feel like as long as he's not doing anything too overtly crazy and dynamic, he at least has the big, strong legs to be able to maintain the driving going forward while shooting back at potential enemies.
Do not skip leg day.
No.
I mean, I'll allow it. It's
If
weird.
If you like, Skid, take the wheel.
Skid, keep it steady. I'll allow it. Because you're not doing any particular maneuvering with the car and you're literally just keeping it steady. That's fine. You're firing with a shotgun, which means it's long range.
He's got a pistol as well.
Oh, you do have a pistol?
Revolver. Yeah.
The revolver's effective range. I don't know if Chris has got me here. I do have the rule book. Sorry, my bad.
Got it up.
Friday Night Firefight. Combat tables.
50 meters I've got here.
Yeah, so the closest one is 150 back. He's got some sort of revolver.
I've got a .357 mag revolver. It's in the Nomad book, which we have a physical copy of. Neo Tribe.
Awesome. What a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like 50.
Yeah, it is.
They're all 50 except for the fashion gun, which is 25 meters.
Yeah, it's definitely 50 meters. Yeah.
Yep. There you go. 50 meters.
So medium is 1/2 of the listed range. Long is attacking at the listed range for the type. So we're actually trying to beat 25. So these shots are going super wild at the moment. 150s is so, and then extreme is at least twice the range for its type. So you need to have 30s to hit.
30s to hit.
30s to hit from here. You're firing a handgun at 150 meters, leaning out of a moving car. So fire away.
I'm an idiot, and for some reason I didn't put any points in handgun, and I don't know why I did that.
Just say that you've got 8 or something, 6 to 8. I don't mind. If you've got a handgun and you know how to use it, you should have a reasonable combat number. What have you got in shotguns?
I got 4 in rifle because it's rifle shotgun.
Rifle shotgun. Okay, we'll take 4 then. Just say you have the equivalent skill.
Okay, well I need to be able to.
You need to explode to hit.
I need to explode.
Yeah, this is an extremely unlikely shot.
Oh, I just exploded. 2 seconds. So that's going to be my 8 is the reflex plus, which is 12. Plus the exploding is 22. So what do I need to hit?
You need 30s to hit.
So I need to get 8 or above on this roll. So... 5. Damn.
It's close. But your magnum roars, crack, and one of the guys actually feels it, whiz past the bike, and you think you detect Lazarus cock his head with it's a lot closer than it should have been. Okay, Arasaka guy 2 also trying to he explodes.
Consider that
and
warning
a 6.
shot.
He really opens the throttle. He's dodging all the potholes, and he closes the distance to 100 meters. Not quite, which is now half the listed range of his 200 meter H&K. So he is now 25s to beat when he fires at Lazarus's car. So like I said, he is combat number 15 minus 4 for firing off the back, plus a 9. That's a 20. It just misses. Remember, interlock is not meets it, beats it. It is defender wins. A bullet hits the asphalt next to your car. You hear it, the 3-round burst. Oh, actually, you know what? 3-round burst is plus 1. It hits your car! Excellent. So that is 1d6 half bullets hit you. You think you hear it hit the asphalt, but actually, that's only some of the bullets. There are my d6s. So I rolled a 4. So 2 bullets hit your car. Do you have the stats for your car? Do you have structural points?
Also, thank you, Pedro. Yes, I did forget that I had luck,
Vehicles.
so I could have used it.
Control modifiers. Vehicle combat. Vehicles have SP values. Okay, yes. I know that they have SP values, but are they listed?
This is mine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your car. Sorry.
Let me find... No, you're right. I'm just trying to find the one-for-one that I have. Small...
The vehicle.
Vehicles.
Oh my god.
Let me roll damage while you're looking up how many structural points you have. So it's 4d4 plus 1 twice. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 1, so we've got 16.
Oh my goodness.
And then 10, 11, 12, 16 plus 12. 2 bullets hit your car for 28 points of damage.
Ooh.
Whoa.
That's fine.
44 plus 1. Bullets,
Well,
guns are
wowza.
super deadly in 2020, guys. This is not red.
Yeah.
It's not red.
Do you want a, like... I think I should probably have an American car. Right.
Yeah. I mean, there must be
There isn't a generic car, which is very annoying to me.
Well, I found vehicles in F&F section here. Vehicle damage. And it says vehicles have both SP values and structural damage points. If the vehicle's
Yes, they
SP is subtracted from the damage taken, with the remaining damage subtracted from the vehicle SDP. When a vehicle is reduced to 0 SDP, it's considered to be destroyed or inoperable. There are no locations for damage. All points are subtracted directly from the vehicle's SDP. But I would imagine if they have those things listed, that they would have cars. So I thought you guys might have the stats for the cars you picked.
No,
Sorry.
that's fine. Look, it's a small subcompact. I'm just trying to find one that's appropriate.
What page are you looking on for vehicles?
I'm trying to use the wiki.
Ah.
But it's not super helpful.
Does anyone in chat know 2020 really well?
No, that's not. Okay. Look, I'm just going to pick one from random.
So yeah, you need
let's grab a
the stopping
Ford,
power.
because Fords are good. Ford Mazda Thunderbird 4, a high-performance sedan.
That sounds
stopping
good.
power of 25.
Okay.
That was to the body of the car. And it has a SDP of 60.
Cool. So it has a stopping power of 25.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hit you with 28 damage. Cool. I'm going to count it as 1 damage, otherwise I'm never going to hurt the car, which is kind of pointless. So that's 1 incidence of damage. So a bit gets through. What was 3 gets through?
3 gets through.
And we'll do ablation in the same way as red. So you lose an SDP and some points in your vehicle. But yeah, you take a couple of bullet holes. Nothing gonna stop your car yet. You got 3 out of 60, but yeah, they hit. Okay, now we've resolved that. That's great. Bang, bang, bang. So I know the figures for my bikes, by the way, just in case. But you're more likely to be able to actually hit people on bikes, whereas people in cars is gonna be aimed shots to even hit them. Okay. So you guys are slightly better off there. And then finally we got Cassie. So they have pulled up to 100 meters, which is still probably double your effective range. So you are still trying to hit a 30 to hit anyone on these bikes.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And remember, whatever your combat number is, that's -4 from firing off a moving vehicle.
Yeah.
Annie is just driving.
Just finding my thing.
Then I wouldn't have come anywhere close to hitting him because I didn't include my -4 in that roll.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, remember that. Yeah, remember until these guys are like side by side. When they're side by side, it's going to get interesting because they got faster cars than you guys have.
Yeah. Also, I've got my Nomad car here as well, so I've got.
Oh, you have? Sweet. Do you have bikes and stuff there?
You can. So I've got there's a Long Rider generic 500cc motorbike.
What's like the highest end bike there? Just give me a
let's
SDP.
see. So this one here is SDP 25. Let me just see what else.
Yeah, 25
There's one
is
with
about... Yeah.
Otherwise, I've got one with SDP 40 as well.
Yeah, that's about where I thought it would be, somewhere between. They're not very hardy bikes, but they are quick. And their stopping power is going to be a lot lower as well than your sedan. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cassie is just firing behind.
Wildly, yeah.
Gripping onto Annie with one arm as she fires backwards with her pistol. That would be, it's a rate of fire of 2, so it's a 14 and a 13, both which miss.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Yeah.
Bang, bang. Okay, so one of them's pulled up to 150 meters, one of them's pulled up to 100. No one's hit anyone yet, except for a little bit of damage to Lazarus's car. Let's have initiative again.
Dynamic initiative.
Dynamic initiative. Dynamic initiative is really good. I think it's particularly good when you have solos in the game because they have tons of points in initiative. Instead of it just working once, it helps them over and over again, which I think really enhances the specialty of that character. This is one of the reasons I do it, especially when people in 2020 can die in a round or go unconscious in a round. Yeah.
Fumbles you roll again and minus, don't you?
Yeah, there are fumble tables. There are fumble tables.
Fumble tables on initiative?
I don't think they're on initiatives, but you can just roll again and negative it.
One.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I probably won't use the fumble tables. We'll just use
That's
standard fumbles. Yeah.
That's fine. That's cool.
Okay, so you fumbled your initiative. That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
These guys are going off 8s.
Yes.
So they fumbled theirs 2.
Cool. Yes.
So Arasaka 1 guy. Is that 0?
So we're re-rolling initiative.
Re-rolling,
right?
yeah, just quick as you can.
Does initiative also explode?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Cassie.
I think that's just 18 still.
18, yeah. That's great.
No, sorry. No, yep, 18. Yep,
Great.
that's math.
Lazarus.
17.
Ooh.
And Yuri.
Yuri got a 13 again.
Annie, who is trying to keep up, is also a solo, so she is 8 plus.
Yuri should not have been driving with his legs.
15. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Arasaka guy 1 is last. He's at 150 meters back. He's going to accelerate into range and do a 3-round burst at Lazarus's car. God, the Arasaka guys are both last. So Arasaka 2 guy is 150. They're going to try and bridge the gap again. If they get a really good roll, they can make up the distance, unless Annie beats them. And then the guy in the back's 3-round burst at Yuri's car, Lazarus's car at the back. 4 is Yuri. What are you doing?
Able to decelerate and try and basically ram one of the bikes. Like if he comes out of a lane and tries to just go bang straight.
You're doing a driving maneuver to try and hit one of the bikes with your car.
Try and just clean them the fuck up.
Love it. Great idea. Annie is gonna try and maintain distance and keep Cassie away and at the front and at distance. Lazarus.
I will. What's the range at the moment?
100
meters.
100 to the closest, 150 to the one further back.
100 to the closest. Cool. Well, that means we're in medium.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just shoot once at the closest.
You're just going to shoot
take
once.
a single shot. Yep.
Single shot. So your single shot is also like up to your rate of fire for the gun as well.
So that's I'll empty the clip then.
Empty the clip. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 10 bullets.
10 bullets. That still counts as
nice.
full auto. How does that work? Anyway.
Yeah, I must have been able to do something else. I think with full auto. Full auto, 10 rounds. 3-round burst. I guess they must be different. Full
Yeah,
auto must be like assault rifles or something like that.
Yeah. So one of the actions you can do is attack up to your weapon's maximum rate of fire. And then there are special attacks such as 3-round burst and full auto.
Yeah, well, my rate of fire is 20.
Yeah, which is the maximum full burst, the full auto you can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
At medium long exchange range, you subtract 1 for every 10 rounds. A 3-round burst is just a +3 available at close and medium only. There are 3 ways to use automatic weapons: 3-round burst, full auto, and suppressive fire. So, yeah, they literally don't have single shot listed as the 3 ways to use your automatic weapons. Okay. You can go bang, 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 you can go 10 times, or you can do a suppressive. So what are you doing? Just a 3-round burst, a single, bang, bang, bang?
Yeah, just bang, bang, bang.
Okay. And Cassie,
bang, bang, bang.
If I'm bang, bang.
Cassie, you're first.
Bowser just did the bang bang bang.
Calm down. Skid, it's okay.
Okay, tell me if I'm trying to be too clever. But quickly, does the bike or anything have any? Sorry, everyone.
We'll sort it out. You do your round.
Thank you. Does the bike or anything have any like backpacks or any other kind of like? I'm trying to essentially do a decoy case.
Look, it has storage, but you're sitting on it.
Fuck. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to be too.
You're being a
clever.
bit clever. You don't really have anything that looks like a DNS case. It's very distinctive as well.
Yeah.
Like it's a big
I thought
case.
because it was like a bike, it might have one of those like.
Nah. It's built for speed. Yeah, no, sorry.
Yep, easy. Then I'll just try and shoot.
Okay, cool. Well, you can shoot. I'm guessing you'll shoot at the one that's closest.
Yep.
It's a 100 meter shot still, so you're still beating the same 30 to hit at your rate of fire. Unlikely, but could happen.
Hey, never say never, right? Never. It didn't. No.
Yeah, neither shot hits. So Annie's racing away. She's, dodging the potholes and crashed cars and stuff on the highway. The abandoned cars and stuff, and you're firing over the back wildly. They're closing fast, but still too far away for you to actually do anything. So next up is Lazarus with your 3-round burst at the closest target.
That gives me +3.
It's a straight +3. You're at medium range now.
Yep.
I think.
And I got the -4.
So yeah, you're under half of the listed range. That's 20 to hit. Yeah.
Yep.
And then -4 for firing off a moving vehicle. Hello, doggy.
I don't think I hit.
Can you beat a 20? Can you beat a 20?
22 minus.
Reckon you can?
-4.
No.
Miss.
No.
Over the shoulder. Out the window. We're burning down the highway, bullets flying back and forth, couple have rattled into your car, but so far, no serious damage, but things are tightening up.
I don't like it.
Annie is desperately trying to keep you out of harm's way. She's not really interested in, letting them get close. She's more interested in keeping you safe. So she does a driving maneuver, and I'll make note of that versus theirs. She's pretty good at driving. She's got 12 plus her 3, 15 for her. We'll see how the others do. So that is Annie, and then we've got our Yuri. Yuri is doing some.
Whoa! I have plans.
Okay,
God.
so you slam the brakes. Is that right?
Yes, I look to. I remember this is why Skid is buckled up for moments like this. This is why I said he had seatbelt. He's going to swerve out. So basically, what he's going to do, he's going to swerve because he's in front. He's going to put himself out to the side, slam on the brakes, and attempt to just kind of go straight into the nearest motorbike. That's his intention.
So you're going to brake check the first guy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's a drive check versus his drive check.
Great. So that's going to be a base of 15 for me.
Great. They're also for their combat numbers 15. They've got very similar reflex and driving. They're specialists, so they're off the same base as you. So it's really just it's who gets the better dice roll.
What do you get?
Well, I just exploded, so.
Oh well, shit.
I got a 27.
Okay, I got a 21.
Oh, it's close. You brake check. There's not a huge difference. Your car comes screeching back towards him, and at the very last second, zoop, they lean over, and they pull up next to you.
Oh no! Motorbikes have good maneuverability.
They sure do. There's probably there's control modifiers of your car versus theirs, so they would have beaten you even more, I imagine. But having said that, that is fine. They're next to you now, though, which makes the range very, very close. Luckily for you, they've already declared your action and they're not firing at you. So
Reverse initiative is going to be very
reverse initiative is important in this case, which is why I do it. Okay, so yeah, I just want. Where's the range table again? Ah, here it is.
Oh man.
Close is a quarter range. Weapon is very point blank, actual physical contact or very close. We're never going to be in point blank. Okay, so we can ignore that. It's going to be close range, 15s. Okay, you literally have to be like, that's point blank. It's literally point blank. Okay, but Yuri, good try. I like what you're thinking, but now things are very spicy. You have dropped back. You're the furthest back. You're now neck and neck with the 100.
Yes.
The one that's 100 meters to everybody else. So that first
one...
one...
I imagine his little bug is now like less on the road side of it. It's just sitting on the outskirts of it, but it's meant for that four-wheel driving. It's, yeah. Hello.
Do a quick drive check for those guys. But they're still at a... the first guy aces his drive check, so he's going to pull up to... he's going to make up the 100-meter distance. So he races ahead and pulls up next to your car, Lazarus, and the other one is neck and neck with you. So this is the situation. You've got Cassie is 50 meters ahead down the road, with Annie just trying to like keep ahead while you guys keep him busy. Lazarus, you're neck and neck with a bike. He's just pulled up next to you, and then 50 meters back from you, Yuri is neck and neck with a bike. Right, so now we're all jockeying for position with Annie trying to race ahead up the front. So they're both all in this kind of 3 seconds of madness. They're all still firing at Lazarus's car, though. That may change next round. So we are into... one of them is at medium range. So combat number 15, -4, +1 for 3-round burst, plus this, plus a 6. This guy is still at medium range. That would miss. First 3-round burst misses, but the second guy is right next to you, and he's firing at your car. So he is same deal. 15 +1 -4. 12. Remember 12 for 3-round bursts. Okay. So 12 plus. He only needs a 3. He gets a 1. So These
That's not
two,
Yuri, that's Sean.
Just flip it out the window.
Lazarus, you get a great view of these guys, an all-black superbike with two guys on the back, with two Arasaka guys. They've got the 3-leaf logo on them. They're emblazoned. They're wearing flak jackets, and they've got helmets with the face mask on, like proper combat helmets, not just bike helmets like you. And you know, they're completely anonymous, totally blacked out in their black cars, but these are corporate bike ninjas, if you will, and they are steadily firing their H&Ks on their 3-round burst at your car, but with the jockeying for position and you know, making moves on the highway, they cannot hit you. But yeah, they are now neck and neck. New initiative. Now,
I have a question about initiative. Can you use luck on initiative?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Go for it.
Yeah, great. Cool.
Let's go for my Arasaka guys. 8 plus 5. So A2 is facing Yuri. A1 is facing Laz. So
That's a 17 for me.
Cassie, 17.
Yeah.
Lazarus.
27.
Great. Yuri.
24.
24.
I exploded.
Excellent.
Nice.
And then
I've
I've
got
got
solo.
Using my little cyberpunk dice.
Whoa.
A1 at 13.
Hey, Skid, how you doing?
8 plus.
What if he starts responding to Skid now?
Please don't.
Hey, Skid.
I try very hard to train him. This is what I have to deal with.
You have 3 other housemates. I wonder if
Just
they all
constantly undermining my efforts to train him to do anything.
For those, for little did
Super
people
fun.
know. Hey, Ellen, what was Bowser's original first name when we first got?
I don't recall, Sean. It was stupid. And
Cheeseburger.
It was Cheeseburger. Terrible name. Terrible.
Sorry.
No son of mine will bear the name of Cheeseburger.
So I'm rolling terrible initiatives to these Arasaka guys, apparently. So
That's good.
they're declaring first. The last shot of the round is going at Yuri, and the next one is going at Lazarus, and then 6, 5, 4. Annie is gonna keep like trying to basically put distance between them. She doesn't want to be involved in the fight. She wants to escape the fight, essentially, with you on the back, because you're not doing much good, the two of you. Sorry. And then it's Yuri. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to, because I'm side by side. This is what I was going to ask. Now that I'm side by side, are there penalties? Is there as much of a penalty in shooting someone because it's directly side by side rather than aiming back while driving?
So the -4 penalty is driving during driving,
Cool,
firing
awesome.
during while in a moving vehicle. It's just how it is.
I'm gonna shotgun this driver in the face.
Cool. So you
I'm
need to
not gonna
change.
call the shot to the head. I'm just saying, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him.
But you also need to change weapons. It's an extra action, so you'll be at another -3 for that.
Well, fine, I'll just pistol him then.
Or you can pistol him. Just to let you know, that is what's...
How many shots have you got left with your pistol? You said a revolver.
Yeah, he's only shot once.
Yeah.
Oh.
Second time he tried to brake check it.
I've got
Tried to-
6 shots in this baby.
He tried to brake check second round.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
And then Cassie?
Gonna try the same thing
keep
again.
shooting,
I can't
keep
really
shooting.
deceive them.
Nope. This is not really a Cassie moment. Sorry.
No. It's okay. I just
We'll get-
can't help.
And then Lazarus is going to be going first.
I'm going to 3 shots into the guy to my right.
Yeah. So you're going to aim
Whichever
generally at the bike and them.
No, the
Or you-
driver.
So you're going to specifically aim at a person.
Does that give me negatives?
Yes. I'm going to call it. It's going to be
Why
to
is
me.
that?
Well, you're just aiming at that. So you can aim at the whole bike and both people, and I'll give you a coin flip whether you hit the bike or them.
Okay.
If you want to aim specifically at a person, it's
Yes.
that counts as like a cooled shot, like a -4.
That counts as a cold shot?
You're driving.
But that's what the minuses are for.
But you don't know whether you
can
can
target.
Yeah, you.
And I've got a -3 for my action for doing a second action.
Why do you have a second action? Oh, you're driving. Yeah.
I'm driving. That's what the -3 is for.
You're
They're
trying to
target.
hit.
They're the moving target. That's what the -4 is for. And then the extra action's -3.
All right. Okay. I'll let you shoot at the people, right? But I'll give you 50-50 whether you hit the
All right,
driver.
that's cool.
So
I'm happy. I'll take that.
Okay. So I'll give you 50-50 whether you hit the driver or the gunner, right?
All right. 3 plus because of the burst.
Yeah. So you're first.
3-round burst.
3-round burst. 15 to beat
Plus
because you're at close
Minus-
range.
Yep.
Yep.
Fuck me.
Miss.
What am I trying to hit?
15.
Fucking hell. So
It's not easy. This is not an easy fight. You're not like
no.
crouched behind a box. You are literally trying to keep a car straight while firing at a bike. And
Okay,
Sean, you're
and
muted.
then minus
Sean, you're muted.
what?
Damn it, it's a really good joke too.
So
There's +1 there as well. Then -3
believe it.
-4, right?
yeah,
Because
that's
it's second
correct.
action and target.
I gotta do that more often, mute myself, and then come back and be like, "Oh,
Christ.
guys,
When
that was
my
the best
target
thing
was
I ever said."
15.
15
Oh no, I get +3 because of the 3-round burst.
+1
Yeah,
for
I
the
hit.
3-round burst.
+3 for the 3-round burst.
Is it +3?
+3 for the 3-round burst?
Awesome. Okay, cool. Then it is 1d6 half bullets hit.
Great. That hits.
It is +3. God, I should be adding +3s to that
1d6 halved.
1d6 halved. Two bullets hit. Right?
Bill, how dare you not remember all this fucking 2020 combat stuff?
Do you
Again,
wanna,
2019.
Do you want to roll your my target first? Do you want to coin flip me?
Yeah, so 1 to 3 is the driver.
Great.
You hit the gunner.
Damn it.
Okay.
And then I do 4d6 +1.
For each bullet. So first bullet,
Yes.
40
Location first.
location first. So that's
D10.
1d10. Yeah.
Yeah. A 4. I think that's
Torso.
Torso, yeah. 46 +1.
46 +1. They have armor on their torso. They have flak. They're flak on.
Well, that's 18. I rolled 2 6s. Doesn't pierce.
So it's 46 +1, and you got 18.
18.
That doesn't pierce their armor. No. Second shot location.
4, same place.
Same place. 46 +1.
15 doesn't pierce.
Doesn't pierce. Hit the driver twice in his Kevlar, but it ain't stopping him.
Hey
Maybe
guys,
they'll be so embarrassed.
Remember Cyberpunk 2020 combat? This is it.
Maybe they'll
Cassie.
be so embarrassed that their armor has got a hole in it that they'll go home and change.
We can't go back looking less than 100%.
Cassie, you're
Can I
now
be
within
excused?
you're now within the effective range of your gun.
So I don't have to hit a fucking 30?
You don't have to hit a 30 anymore. So
You need to hit a 28.
you're in the so you're at 50 meters. So you're at the listed range for your type. So now you only have to be at 25.
Oh, we're far off. That's so good.
Why
You
don't
have
I
to
just
get-
throw my gun at this point?
Oh no, because that's a 35.
Maybe the fucking gun will be
The
a better projectile.
The philosophy of combat for 2020
It's
is
just-
Don't
Miss-
get in combat.
miss, dead.
Hit, die.
I think it's
Yes.
just give it a go, isn't it?
Let's give it a go. You could hit. Lucky hits can totally end people.
Shit, why did I close my calculator? Okay. That's like 2 big numbers,
Good. We like big numbers.
but like,
What
then
big-
you gotta add them, you gotta put them all together.
You add the numbers together and then take away 4 because you're on the back of a bike.
Oh, what was I trying to hit?
25.
Suck my dick. That's a 21.
Oh,
I love this game.
we're getting closer. We're getting closer.
It doesn't matter how much I explode. It's
Hey.
never enough.
Hey, maybe we should just try and talk to them. And
Yeah, I mean,
reason with them.
It's almost as if hitting like corporate hitmen on the back of superbikes while driving at 80 miles an hour is tough. It's almost as if that's a difficult thing to do.
I just said go. I said let's go.
Especially as a musician.
Yeah.
Also, Cassie's had a fucking rough day already.
Yeah,
Yuri.
guys. Yeah, so none of my shots here.
A lot's happened for Cassie.
Yuri.
Annie, let's go. Let's just get out
Hello.
of here.
Alright, I couldn't ram you, so let's try shooting you in throat. Not actually calling the shot, I'm just saying for, flavor purpose.
Okay, so I let Chris have it, so you can aim at the people or the bike at no cost.
Great. So, I mean, I may as well just aim at the driver then.
So
Or the person.
people or bike, yeah.
People then. Whatever's
People.
people, Phil!
Just to be clear,
Jeez, Sean, why aren't you listening?
close
I
range,
wonder why.
15 to beat, -4 for moving, -3 because you're also trying to drive the car.
I thought you were going to say, because you're awesome. So -7 in total.
-7 in total, 15 to beat.
All right, cool. I mean, this is like potentially doable. Everything's potentially doable. So I've got a base rate of 13. So as long as I don't hit a 1, or a 2 actually, because defender wins. So 3 are up. 6, motherfucker.
So you hit.
I hit.
1 to 3 is
so-
driver.
Yep.
You hit the gunner.
Great. Anyone
Location.
At this point. Pardon?
Location.
Location. Is that a D10?
Yep.
Cool. What's a 3? Is that a torso?
Torso.
Yep. 3 is a torso, and then I'm going to use my weapon, which is 2d6 plus 3.
Good luck getting through the armor.
Yeah, you're not getting through that armor.
Armor is real.
No.
Flak is 20.
Yeah.
Armor is very strong.
I rolled snake eyes, so it was
No,
it's a
bang.
5 total.
You
hit
can't
his
penetrate that
armor.
armor with that gun.
Hear me out.
doesn't
You
get
just
through.
stab him.
Well, you could hit them in the helmet. The helmets aren't as
That's
strong. They also don't have.
That's the
they
only
also,
thing.
they also don't have armor on their legs.
I now invoke Skid's turn, who jumps out the window to maul the driver beside them.
This is Cyberpunk. That dog's gonna die
Annie.
if it tries
Takes
to.
on with him.
Probably not.
I mean, having an attack
Special.
dog is pretty
It's special.
cool.
Yeah, it's like a John Wick dog.
So Annie's drive is 18, trying to
That's
get
a bit
away.
more for that dog.
That's a good movie. I like that
From the
movie.
second film.
No, the first one. That's a good film.
Yeah.
Controversial take, guys. John Wick, pretty good. I've been meaning to see the Violent Night.
The third one
Same.
isn't great. Hot take. Third John Wick is bad.
Did I see?
Oh,
number
disagree.
3? I did see number 3.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I skipped 2.
Two's
That's right, you
Three.
did too. I remember this. You're like, I'm going to go see 3 in cinemas. I'm like, have you seen 1 or 2? You're like, no.
Nah. And then
Yeah,
in the
the
interim,
first John Wick you saw was number 3. I remember this.
Phil, tell us what happens because you look like you have pain in your eyes.
Annie rolls a good check, and she starts to as those guys jockey for position on the highway. Annie starts to pull away, so she puts like 100 meters between the pack of combat that's happening back there and you guys. She's going to get you to safety, which if she keeps rolling well, might streamline our combat slightly. Okay, but now we've got the guys on the back. And they are shooting at their respective opponents. So the first guy to go is alongside Lazarus. Now you're in a car, so they have to specifically aim at you if they want to. They are going to do that
Okay.
with a 3-round burst. So they've got the combat number plus 3. -4, for aimed at you, and -4 for being moving. So for a total combat number of 10. +7 is a hit.
Yep.
17. So only one bullet hits. I only rolled a 2. It hits you in the head. Rolled a 1, sorry. 4. That is a 6, I believe, in my fancy dice. So 12, 13, 14 times 2. 28 damage to the head.
What does that?
What's your stopping power?
18. With the stopping power of armor plus body stopping power as well.
Yeah, so it's plus your body type modifier.
BTM. Yeah.
So you're
minus. So that is
28.
18 plus 4 is 22.
22.
It's not enough.
So you take how much?
Is that 2?
You rolled 24?
What did I say? 28.
Yeah, 24.
24?
28.
28? Yeah. So minus 18 from your armor,
Yeah.
from your helmet.
Minus 4 from my body type.
Minus 4 from your body type, which is pretty good BTM. So 6 gets through.
That's through the head.
That's all the way through light wounds and into serious.
Yeah.
So make a stun check at -1.
I mean, a bullet to the head's pretty damn
So
serious,
your
but yeah.
stun save is
Can
what,
you use-
10?
My saving is 10, so it becomes 9.
So 9. You're going to get under 9.
I roll 7. I'm okay.
Yeah. So massive, like it hits the Kevlar of your helmet, 3-round burst, shatters your window. If it's your window's already down, right? You've been firing out of that. Comes through your window. 2 of them whiz past. The other one knocks your head, gives you a massive crack on the head. Maybe there's a cracked skull under there. You don't know. There's at least going to be a massive bruise. But for now, you maintain consciousness, even though you probably see stars for a second. Same deal for the other guy. A 3-round burst into your car, aimed specifically at you, Yuri.
Oh, okay.
I just realized I can't kill you.
No, I've got a plan if I die.
I canonically can't kill you. You exist.
But I can. It's fine.
Big fucking game.
You
Pretty
don't hear
much.
it in red.
Yes, actually.
Trust me, narratively, I've thought this through.
Okay, cool.
Bring it.
Cool. There's an 18 to hit. That hits you.
Okay.
So 1d6 halved.
I live for the day when Rollcast becomes a soap opera and we have to
Round
we
it
have
down.
to figure out how to
2
bring
bullets.
back characters we've killed off.
2 bullets hit you.
You go back to feed the beast and you can see like half of like Yuri's face is just metal because he replaced the bullet and that's how he survived. Just a lot of cybernetics.
First one hits you in the
twin brother.
First one hits you in the torso.
That's good.
It's a pretty bad
that is
roll.
where my
It's
food
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. I'm guessing it doesn't get through your armor.
No, what are you talking about? It's flesh wound.
One of them thuds into the armor in your torso as they literally alongside you, peering through, firing their submachine guns. Second one hits you in the torso again, the 4. That one is a bit better. That's 10, 13, 14 damage to the torso.
Now my stopping power is 14.
Doesn't beat you. So that hits your torso. Two rounds. Crack, crack, bang, bang. You are not even bruised underneath there. Good investment in armor.
You got some pretty good aim. Very well done. Trained well. Not good enough though.
New round. Let's have initiatives quickly.
Oh gosh. The stress.
I know, guys. I wanted to do a combat. I wanted it to be exciting. Because last one I did was like a very social one to do with that AI. That was very fun, but I wanted to do combat because I love 2020 combat can just end.
This feels like the longest...
You could have just fallen out. You could have just crashed your car.
This feels like the longest Cyberpunk 2020 combat we've ever had.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
And that's only because it started at 200-meter range. That's the only reason it's lasted this long, and no one can hit anything.
14.
16.
17.
Cassie 14. Yuri was it 16?
16 and then 17 for Lazarus.
Great. And then these guys have got 8 plus.
They get like 37 or something.
Yeah. 17 also for that guy.
Oh, why?
8 plus 8.
I'm so mad.
What if we just give them the thing, you know?
I'm so fucking mad.
Why is that?
Mad?
Get
Why
shot
are you
in the
mad?
fucking head again.
Yeah. And not even cold shot, it was just random.
Yeah, it was.
Wearing a helmet this time, you're learning a lesson.
Yeah, but Chris, Phil learned from his combat with you. Mine was a cold shot.
Okay, so Lazarus, I just need you to roll a 1d10.
Yep. What'd you get? I got
1.
4. Oh, great.
So you're first, then him.
First.
Yuri, roll 1d10. Tell me if you get a 10.
What? Me?
Yuri.
Oh, sorry. 1d10. I got a 3.
Okay. Then you. Then Cassie. Then Annie. Annie is trying to put enough distance that she's like out of combat. She's just like burning hard on the road. And then
Annie a solo?
Annie's a solo, yeah.
Damn it, Annie, help us!
She's also a part of Cassie's entourage. She is completely loyal. If she can escape combat with Cassie, she will, and that's what she's working on. She's trying to put like another 50, 100 meters.
So what would be great for us is if Cassie had have died in the first round, and then Annie would have had incentive to come help us.
Hi.
Cassie, it is you will declare next. Your second to last. You just gonna keep firing your pistol. Have you got any rounds left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
keep
think
firing.
this is my last 2.
Yuri.
That pistol.
Ram or shoot or change weapon or what?
Sean?
Sorry, I thought you were saying Cassie. Okay, so can I just talk something through quickly in terms of numbers? I have 2 options because I'm pissed off. I either want to drop the pistol, wheel the fucking shotgun, and try and shoot this person at a face to a lot of negatives, or just try and ram the bike again. Like, just swerve to the side.
Yeah.
What are my negatives to swerving? Is it just going to be a driver's check and that's it?
So it's an opposed driver's check between you and them. Yeah.
Yep. That honestly seems like the safer option, and then I'm just going to pump a bunch of luck into it. So yeah, I'm just gonna now that I got those 2 shots and he's put Skid in harm's way, I don't fuck with that. So I'm gonna
try and ram.
And I'm intending to ram.
Cool.
It's also just more fun.
Yeah.
It is very cool. I like the shoot ram.
Yeah. Using a car as a weapon, always cool.
I see. I've got it. Why not use it?
The 2 Arasaka guys are going to fire at their respective targets. That's very easy. And Lazarus, you're first.
What armor do they have on their fucking bodies?
They're wearing flak 20, and they've got helmets.
20 armor on their bodies?
Yeah, they got flak vests.
We're fucking with Arasaka. Like,
Their arms and legs are unarmored, and they're wearing helmets with 14.
So they got vests on with their arms coming out.
Yeah, they basically just got a vest on, like a combat vest. Vest covers their neck, and helmets with black face masks.
All right, so we're facing Darth.
Yeah, their arms and legs. Their arms and legs are unarmored.
I shoot. It's
yeah.
fine.
Okay, you're first. So
He's having grenades.
Are you aiming people or vehicle?
People.
Yep. Close range.
Not the right move, but it's fun.
15 to beat.
You got luck still?
Me? Yes, I do. I have 5.
He
Oh, no,
rolled
sorry.
a 1, I'm guessing.
Something's happened to Chris.
No. Oh, this is Chris. Sorry.
Chris, you roll a
Yes,
1.
Sean. It's me. The one who's in
I'm
the
the
initiative
problem.
order, who's fucking
like,
botching every goddamn roll.
Yeah,
Was it a
that was me
one?
yesterday. That was me yesterday.
Oh no! Was that another one?
I statted a fucking character for one thing to do one fucking thing.
I thought also
I
you would have such high combat numbers that giving you all these negatives from firing from a new moving vehicle would actually you would still like be able to like
Yeah.
hit through them. I assumed you would min max me out of a challenge.
I tried.
You can't
God,
roll.
I don't think I
shit.
should fucking try.
Was it God
I know
laughs at our
you.
plans?
I know you. This was meant to be like extremely difficult combat for like Chris to show how to stat solo.
Yeah.
I just miss. I fucking miss.
Miss?
I roll a 1, and we're rolling 1 minus, 1
God
then
damn.
minus the second
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
I roll a, yeah. I fucking miss. There goes my last 3 shots in that gun.
Okay,
Oh,
cool. You
yeah.
have to reload.
I have to reload or swap out to a pistol.
Just swap out, I reckon.
Fuck. You know what, Phil? Can I
What?
continue to just do actions?
Yeah, they're just -3
Right.
each time.
I reload,
Flip them
and then I shoot again.
Okay, so
3 burst shots.
my-
Or I'm just searching for a 10.
Come
yeah,
on, Chris.
yeah,
don't
just
lose
search for a
faith.
10. If you can get a 10,
Yeah.
I'll let you hit. You
Yeah!
get a 10.
See?
You get a
got
10.
it.
Wait, Chris, did you just get a 1? Is that what happened?
Oh,
Let's
shit,
hear about-
yes, kid. Fuck yes.
Chris, I'm gonna
Look how it changed
Ah.
immediately.
These are the epic highs and lows of Cyberpunk 2020.
This is how I live day to day. Dice
Chris,
mean everything to me.
Chris,
Numbers
I'm gonna-
mean too much.
I'm gonna let you. Do you want to hit the driver or the gunner?
Yeah, thanks, man. The
You want to hit the
Yeah.
driver? He's armored exactly the same way, by the way.
well, hold on. I got to do math because I don't know if I still hit. Because I get -9.
Chris, you hit.
No, it's fine. Let me do math.
Do maths and go on.
Thank you. No, I hit. It's fine.
Great.
I have a base pool of hitting, so it's fine.
Great.
Cool.
Now roll your
1d6
1d6
to see how much I
halved.
2
Yeah.
hits.
2 hits.
God.
2 hits.
First hit.
One is in the 2.
The torso again.
Kill him.
46.
heart.
18. Can't beat that.
Can't beat his armor.
19 damage, but that doesn't beat 20.
Nope.
Nope. Second
Is
one.
there a... Yeah.
What does it
Did
hit?
you say stop his heart? Is
In
that
the
what you
body?
said?
Every shot has hit the body. That's
Every
crazy.
shot is hit body.
Except for the
And
one
this
that hit
isn't
your
gonna-
head.
This isn't going to pierce up.
I was thinking like when Dolph
What'd you get?
Lundgren punched Sylvester Stallone and stopped his heart.
Stop his heart.
46 can get above 20. 46 plus 1.
3 6s and a 2 is 20. Plus 1 is 21.
Pierce
That's
his armor.
big math.
So his armor's now down to 19. You hit him for 1. Which means
You got a stun save. You got to do one of them stun
he's got a
saves.
stun save.
And he's a driver, so if you fucking stuns,
dies.
he might just
Does the thing where they flip over and over.
explode.
and over.
Yeah.
Fucking dies.
Goes into my car. I die.
His save is 7, so it's not likely.
He can roll 8s, 9s, 10s.
I think if he's...
He can roll 8s, 9s, 10s.
Wait.
Did you roll 1?
Or did he roll up?
Please describe
Yes!
hitting
Yes!
hitting the driver and how he loses control of the bike. He
Do you
rolled
want it-
he rolled a 10.
want it really
He rolled a
cool?
10.
Oh,
Of course,
great.
yes, I want it cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Do I want it
want it
really
cool?
No. Can you please
so-
describe it as mundanely as possible?
I
Yeah,
mean,
the-
you challenge me to do that, I fucking will.
Please don't.
Lazarus fires the last 3 shots. He's got 1 extra in there, but
Yeah.
you know,
For a
But he is
while.
working fast here.
you're driving, bang, bang, bang. They glance off the flak. He jams the clip out, shoves another one in, reloads, bang, 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 bang. 6 shots all go out the window. The last one clips him. The cyclist's The driver wobbles a tiny bit. Lazarus reaches out and just shoves him with that moment of like stun.
Yeah.
He takes a wobble. Do you like open the door into him or hit him with the car?
I just like pull him in and then throw him back.
Oh, you literally. So what happens is
by the collar.
So that's what happens is that bullet hits him. The shock of it makes him wobble away and then towards you. And as he comes towards you, that's when you take the moment, reach out, shove him, and you're behind Yuri. So you see that bike lose control, start flipping. The two passengers fling into the air and then start tumbling, rolling, meat crowning down the road as you and your guy keep driving past the wreckage.
Do they go under a wheel at any point?
For the record, I thought what Phil was going to say is the passengers fly off, land on my car, and they're still in the fight.
Like on the windscreen?
Yeah.
You try to turn the wipers on?
One of the two passengers comes flying towards your car. Make a drive check.
Okay.
You make suggestions, I'll incorporate them.
I forgot when we say stupid shit, Phil punishes us.
I'm just okay, that sounds cool, let's do that.
It's my favourite trope. If someone lands on a windscreen, you have to turn the wipers on.
What do I have to beat, Phil?
Let's call this a 15 to avoid.
21 bitches!
Yes!
So, what would you like to do? So, whatever happens, you keep control of the vehicle. Would you like him to hit the windscreen and bounce off? Would you like to go over him? Would you like to avoid him entirely? What do you do?
I would like to end up, if I can, incorporating this into what will be my attack, because I want to imagine he's gonna fly off, hit my windscreen, and I'm gonna try and knock him off my car into the other bike
as part of my
role.
He gets to
shake him off.
They actually went ahead of you, so they get to shoot at you first. They pass their driving. They pass the driving check, so that's all good. But they are trying to hit you. 15 plus 3 minus 4. So it's 14 is their base number with a 15 to hit. Oh, look, it's plus 1 minus 1. They miss because they crit failed. So they
shoot the guy on the road.
they see this wreck happen in front of them, bike tumbling, bodies flying. The body comes. One of the bodies comes bouncing off the asphalt, hits your car. They have to swerve just as he takes a 3-round burst, and it goes absolutely wild, completely missing you and your car. Whereas you take this opportunity to.
So he, as the cyclist kind of smashes onto the windscreen, there's like a tiny little crack on the front of the windscreen. Skid starts barking at the person.
At the guy.
Calm down. I've got this, Skid. I've got this. Say hello to your friend. And he's going to try and just immediately veer to the left and aim to get one cyclist into another cyclist and have everyone just dissipate from this fucking combat.
Man, it is highway bingo, pinball out here.
Yeah.
This game is familiar.
This is really demonstrating how combat works in 2020, which is like nothing happens and then everything happens
all at once.
So this is the drive check.
So yeah, drive check you versus them. They are pretty good drivers because they are paid to be. But they only rolled a 3, so 18. That's fair comment. So they only got an 18.
I used all the rest of my 5 luck for a total of 19.
So you hit. You are in a car, which is heavy. So this is times 3. So round damage is determined by dividing the speed of the moving vehicle by 20, rounding down. to determine the number of six-sided dice thrown. This value is multiplied by a modifier based on the mass of the object collided with. The vehicle takes this many dice in damage to its SDP, while all occupants take 1/2 of this die amount. Now you're going the same speed, but you're ramming sideways.
Yes.
Is this a textbook math question?
This sounds like a textbook math question. I have to work out. I'm gonna make a captain's call for how many dice I think you should roll. So this is the number of six-sided dice thrown. So it's
20 d6.
times
I think is reasonable.
20 d6. That's your pitch.
Reasonable.
That's your pitch. Is 20 d6.
I could go 19.
He's happy to negotiate.
Where did you learn to negotiate, Chris? Sean.
What's the roll, Phil? I'll do math for you.
Okay, so
happy.
Divide the speed of the moving vehicle by 20.
Okay, what's the speed of the moving vehicle?
I'm gonna say, look, I would say you're matching speed, but let's say you guys are going 100 miles an hour or 80 miles an hour down the road, right?
Sure.
That makes sense, right?
So 20.
Yeah, because that's my top speed.
Yeah.
Kenya.
So let's say 20. That's 20. 80 divided by 20 is 20.
And then is it halved?
No, it's
Did you
not.
say?
Yeah, you're right.
No,
80
it's
divided by
4.
20 is 4.
It's 4.
Yeah.
Times by the weight of the car
The weight of the car
is 3. It's a heavy.
Yeah.
I've got the table
12.
here.
Oh, great.
So 12d6.
There you go.
I was hoping for 20.
That wasn't hard.
Yeah, but
That was math.
technically,
Math is hard for
you're
some
both going 80, right? So the relative speeds of the vehicle isn't 80 miles an hour.
Is that what it asks for?
It doesn't say that. It just says ram damage is determined by dividing the speed of the moving vehicle by 20.
Oh, then it would be relative. Yeah.
It's relative,
So, like,
right? How hard do you hit him? Probably 5 miles an hour?
3d6. Usually it would just mainly be 3d6.
Yeah, okay. Sean, that's too many.
You said it.
It's
It is too
3
many.
or 6. It's either 3 or 6.
I think it's
Those
6.
are your math.
I think
Alright,
it's
well,
6 because it's cooler.
I do too.
I think if you hit someone at 80 miles an hour and their stand stood still, that is the appropriate number of dice, right?
Glad I've rolled it.
6
You might have-
is more reasonable and cinematic, right?
You might have slowed down a little bit to ram them, but you're still going.
Yes. And
It
if
also
you
reduces the fact that bullets also kill people, you know?
Yes.
Like, a d6 is a lot of fucking damage.
it's a lot of fucking
Yeah.
damage, yeah.
Yeah.
22 points of damage.
Off
That's a
your
lot of fucking damage.
off your 66.
Yep.
So
That
20
is, that's not a
22.
lot of damage off 366.
No, it's
22
not.
is not. So
That's average.
it doesn't destroy the vehicle, right?
Boo, boo.
It very nearly destroys the vehicle, but the people on it take 11 damage each.
Yay!
And nothing says that the armor reduces that. They both take 11 damage, which puts them 1, 2,
Hit me,
3,
but I was
4,
wearing armor, so
8,
Pretty
9,
far.
10.
I swear we've never tried to
So
figure out so many
both-
loopholes in our
They're
life.
both in criticals, right? Because you literally, they're both sitting on the back of the bike. You go gram. The driver has to make a difficult check, a 20 check to stay on the bike. This is
I also
separate
threw
to
a
his
guy-
maneuver.
I threw a guy at them as well.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. He has to immediately make a check. He's at criticals, so that is minus. Criticals, I believe, halves your reflex. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Serious is -2. Criticals halves your reflex. So so instead of 15, that's minus another 4. So now he's now at 11, and he's got to beat 20 to even keep the bike level.
Better not. Come on. Die.
18. So regardless of whether they even make their stun saves, which let's just check, shall we? So they got 7s minus 2s, so they got to get 5s. First one survives his stun check to even make it, and the second guy survives his stun check too. So they both survive their stun checks long enough for the guy to completely lose control of the bike.
So as Yuri's
tell me.
like, he looks up ahead and sees Lazarus very coolly just grab a fucking guy and yank him off the bike, and everything's flying and flipping. An individual
piece of debris
smacks right onto the thing, and he's right there staring at Yuri, and
half his face shield is snapped off, and you can see the look in his eyes, right? Yeah.
And Yuri looks from the person in front to the Arasaka corpse on the left that is starting to brandish guns out, and he looks to Skid on the right, and he just says, Skid, you know, as old Russian proverb says, if you're scared of wolves, don't go into the woods. And he immediately veers to the left and goes to ram, and the person flies off the bike concurrently with his car to just smash and crash and bang.
So you hit the bike with your car, but you also fling the guy into the driver. He
extra good measure.
He looks like Bang. He might hold on until the guy slides off, hits him. The whole three of them tumble into the road at 80 miles an hour. It's just a mess of limbs, helmets, wheels, bits of body, trim, engine parts, all flying up in a massive plume behind you, and you have left the Arasaka bike ninjas behind you in the dust. In a spectacular fashion. I love that it was both of them like coming off their bikes. That is exactly how it happens in the movies. I love it. 4 Arasaka guys down. You have escaped them for now. I would love to take a break right here. How much longer can people go today?
I'm happy to like go to like 1 o'clock or past or whatever. Like
keep going for a while. We've still got people enjoying the show here. Anyone else need to dash off today?
I've just got terrible hay fever.
Okay. If you start suffering, like tell me and I'll wrap it up. But I just want to how much time I've got to bring it to a nice natural conclusion today.
Yeah.
We're not going to do another combat, obviously, but
occasionally I might need to duck out while Chris, you guys are doing stuff and blow my nose.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Chris, you're all good? That's great. I love it.
The numbers have not failed him. His faith in God is restored.
That's our exciting combat out of the way today. Really cool.
Oh my God.
Thanks for bearing with getting back into 2020. I threw you into a crazy modified scenario as well. You did great. It was very exciting. But we are going to take a break. We'll be back with more Cyberpunk 2020 in about 5 or 10 minutes. I encourage everybody to go and get up, stretch your legs, hydrate yourselves, get something to drink. I'll put some music on and we'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes for the conclusion of Cyberpunk 2020 Escape Artist.
Yay, and also wear safety gear as a motorcyclist. It's not cool, guys.
Especially if you're going to go ram someone.
Especially if you're going to go ram someone.
Wow.
Yeah.
it for later.
Do it, Phil.
Hello.
Hello.
Hola!
Goes
We
from
have
one side to the
returned.
other.
Yeah, I kept the rainbow one, which I got from when we were doing what's it called? Thirsty Sword Lesbians. I really like it, so I've kept it as our transitions the whole time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Plus, we've got LGBT members and allies here, so it's all good. Anyway, what the hell am I doing? We're playing Cyberpunk 2020! Yay! So, thanks for sticking around. I believe some of our regulars have turned up as well. I see Frozen. Hello, welcome.
Said they're late but alive.
Late but alive. Obviously, the VOD, you can go back and watch the rest of it, but let's just, keep people up to catch people up to where we are. We are playing some Cyberpunk 2020. We are immediately following the events of going mainstream in this little mini session called Escape Artist. And we have Annie helping Cassie escape from the heist on Corporate Plaza. Cassie still has the Siren's Call, and they're trying to decide what to do with it. She has some allies that she has called in. A very cool, calm, very almost mute solo called Lazarus with cool black eyes, and an exciting, dynamic, big burly performer, nomad man, Yuri Volkov.
Legacy character in reverse.
A reverse legacy character, yes. So
We love that.
she called those two people in to help her. Lazarus as backup, which was very handy as we saw just a second ago. And Yuri is going to help them hide, as he's got this kind of traveling show. His nomad family is the best way to get out of kind of civilized life and away from prying eyes. Because Cassie is all over the news. She broadcast a message for rebellion across the airwaves and stole a piece of tech that both Arasaka and its creators, Dynamic Media Systems, are after. We still don't know what it does, but we are on the way to the Nomad camp run by the Volkovs, and they hopefully will find a tech there who can dig into it and work out what it is that it actually does. Arasaka caught up with them on the way out of town across the Badlands, and we had an epic battle on back of bikes. The only person who took any damage was Lazarus, who took one to the head.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's wearing armor this time, so
he's
hurting, but he's alive. He's okay. But we lost them. We ditched them. Both bikes crashed and burned. Lazarus knocked one guy off with a 3-round burst, and Yuri did an absolutely epic maneuver and crashed into the other bike and sent it flying down the highway. So that's what we're up to. Now we're going to jump ahead to the camp, the Nomad camp out of town. And for a little bit of collaborative storytelling, we'll have Sean lead it, and then Ellen, as kind of Volkovs and their family history are kind of your invention from the beginning. Feel free to contribute into kind of things that we might find here. But I will narratively, I'm going to hand it over to Sean, and he can tell us. He can take us into the Volkovs Nomad camp and tell us where we are, whether we're just camped out in the wilderness, are we in an abandoned town, where are we, what do we see, how many people are here, that sort of thing. Sean.
Yeah, how big is it?
Yeah, how
this
big
is the thing, is that unlike the Volkovs that you'll find in 2045, this is very much what you'll see as the Volkus, what will become the Volkov family circus. So it's very much the Volkovs in their nascent stages and what they will become. There's a lot of aspirations to being a big, huge community that travels from place to place. But at the moment, it's pretty bare bones. So I imagine it's almost like you'll see the Volkovs as more of like an immediate family. So the Volkovs themselves, Yuri Volkov, I rolled 5 siblings. So
an immediate European family.
Exactly, right.
That sounds right to me, yeah.
Remember that.
It's Yuri Volkov. There are 3 brothers, 2 sisters. There is also and a couple of other family members and
then
friends.
there are spouses.
Yes, and there are spouses and a few other stragglers, such as Ellen. What is her name again?
Galena?
there's a woman called Galena that happens to be there. That is a nice friend of Yuri's, just a friend for now.
If
so
you know, you know.
You're looking at about between kind of like 15 people, I would say, at this camp. It's actually, for all intents and purposes, pretty small. For a
I would imagine
family.
there might be some more people who are kind of not there right now, but not many. 5 or so more who are out doing stuff in their vehicles or whatever.
Being in cities. But in terms
it's
of
no
where
bigger
we
than
actually
2025 as a group.
It's very much kind of remote in desert areas. If you imagine, here's a good way that I like to think of it. If you imagine the scene from Terminator 2, where they go out to the middle of the nowhere, and there's a few vans and such, but otherwise there is nothing as far as the eye can see. We are out in the middle of nowhere, away from main roads. If you kind of veer off from a main road and travel for about 15-20 minutes, you get to a wide open space. There is no ridges, no mountains, no nothing. It's just flat, boring plain where a couple, like half a dozen big tents and such have been erected, and people are just living life. They're working on machinery. They're experimenting with their various cars and tech. Some enjoying a good hearty drink together. It's very close-knit family, but it's very sparse. It's nowhere near kind of the big, huge family circus that you're going to see in a bit over 2 decades' time. Does that sound fair, Ellen?
Yeah, that's fair. They're probably like more instead of like spectacle, if they are like aspiring to do any kind of circus stuff, it's probably more hand or like immediate kind of, magic tricks that happen right in front of you with cards or something like that.
I bet
like,
there's at least some people like doing some juggling. Maybe there's 2 people doing the baton, like the 2-person juggling
between each other
back and forth.
And because they're like nomads, they're probably like with like actual batons or
it's a mix of things.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
what?
Just like wrenches or spanners.
Yeah.
Like,
one's a lawnmower blade. One's a lawnmower blade, one's an axle, they're just all different weights. Love it.
It's like the Rocky school of training, but with circus.
And what is Yuri is he like the head of the family? Is it very democratic? No. Is there someone else? Is there a matriarch above him?
I deliberately did not take leadership for this purpose.
Yeah.
I imagine that the Yuri will develop that over the next 2 decades. But for now, while their parents who are alive but not present, who are away kind of like branching out to kind of excavate and go further, during that time, it is actually going to be Yuri's older brother, who I was thinking of calling him Sergey, unless you had any other ideas for an uncle of Sprockets, Ellen. But yes, Sergey.
I gave you like a blancmange of Russian names. Use as many as you like.
Yeah.
Uncle
Actually, you know what? Sergey's the father. Boris is the older brother. Boris. Good. Boris is kind of taking he is the de facto head of the family, as it were, and Yuri is kind of secondary to that. So it's not quite the head of the family that you'll get to meet later on.
So they see the plumes of dust coming from a way off. So it is it's Boris there standing with folded arms as you come in. He recognizes your car, Yuri. So they're not like on alert or anything. And they know that you've gone into town to pick up a friend. Yes. So Boris is standing there as you guys pull up. Yuri!
Boris! Look! I have new dent in the car. I have new friends. I bring loads to you, both good and bad. That is the balance of life, yes?
Wait a minute. You said you're picking up friends. You didn't say you're picking up Rockstar. This is Cassie Glass. This is Take Back the Night, Cassie Glass.
It's a pleasure to be here.
What is Take Back the Night? I've not heard of this.
Oh my god! We play Take Back the Night. They are working on Trapeze show. when we have actual tent and take back the night is song they're using.
Oh, right. Oh, that's take back. Yeah, sure.
Yes, take back the night.
Cassie Yuri has not. No
welcome.
idea.
And he comes.
I try not to lead with it.
he comes kind of. He comes towards you. He obviously wants to give you a kind of European welcome.
Absolutely.
Some air kisses. I mean, I don't know how does Cassie feel about it? She's all good with that.
Absolutely. She's very bohemian.
It's not every day we have celebrity here in camp. We are performers ourselves, you know.
Yeah, Yuri was talking about some of the stuff that you do.
Well, he's not as famous as big rock star like you. Big concerts in Night City.
Well, being a big rock star sometimes leads to big problems, which is
I see,
what Yuri's been helping me out with. And
you've got some big solutions. He's not as tall himself as Yuri, and obviously Lazarus is quite tall as well.
Yeah.
You've made more than one friend, Yuri. Who is this?
This is Lazarus. He doesn't talk much, but he may use small words, but he has big guns, and that has been very helpful for us. Lazarus, are you okay? You have big dent in head. I don't imagine that was there before, unless my memory is escaping me. And he tries to get up really close and inspect your head.
Yeah. Looks like he's
not gonna say that.
I don't know if he never said anything before, but it's gonna be hard to gauge.
Look, here's the thing, Boris. I'm looking for two people specifically. You know, if Mila is about, maybe Mila could tend to head of Lazarus.
Well, of course. How do you say Mina?
Mila, you know Mila, our sister,
Mila, someone has hurt self. No, not with blade. This man has gunshot wound. Would you like her to take a look at you, sir? Okay.
I think that would be wise.
Mila comes up. She's a young woman. She's quite attractive. She has her hair pulled back in a ponytail. It's like mousy brown. But she does have like a big scar across her cheek. And she's just wearing like fatigues. Like she's wearing like military fatigues that are folded down and just like a tank top at the top. She comes towards you and she's like, "Can I take your helmet off?"
Lazarus puts his hand out to her face.
Okay.
Touches the scar.
Yes.
Nods. Takes the helmet off.
Strong silent type.
What an enigmatic young man.
Is he quite
31. He's not
a young man. Is he attractive, by the way? Would you say?
Everyone in Cyberpunk is kind of attractive.
The system says he's average looking.
But he makes up for it in mystique.
He's just quiet. He doesn't say anything.
That's mystique.
People find that attractive.
Sorry, can I speak to the feminine gaze? Men who don't talk?
A+.
Oh, what have I been doing my whole life?
I know,
right? Double thumbs up.
So you're in light runes, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me check my character sheet.
Yes.
Make a successful medical check. You must roll using tech, your medical skill, and 1d10 greater than the total number of points of damage the patient has taken. So you took like 6, I think.
I took 6. I'm actually into serious.
Ooh.
I wrapped over 5 and into 6.
Past light into 6.
Yeah, into serious.
Okay.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No, it's not the worst.
No. Lazarus has survived worse.
A light wound heals in 8 days. Critical wound would heal in 24 days. So let's just check that she can stabilize the wound. Yeah, she rolls great. she takes you by the hand, and nearby there's a tent where she has some medical supplies, and she does like a little sonic thing to like encourage like the bones to knit together, because you got a slight crack in your skull from the bullet. So that's obviously going to take days, weeks to repair.
It's in the jaw.
It's in the jaw.
The skull. The skull is quite. A crack in the skull is very dangerous.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say you took it to the side of your helmet took it, and you've got like a crack in your jaw. Like it's like a hairline fracture in your jaw. Like it's painful. It would probably hurt to talk.
Oh, that's handy.
He wouldn't know.
Yeah, he wouldn't know. But yeah, she uses like some slight injections and some sonic treatment to encourage bone regrowth, but bones take time to knit together, so she takes about half an hour to do her cyberpunk first aid on you, and that will start to heal, but it is now stabilized and you're not going to make it worse, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And also, Cassie, if you come with me, we go see my other sister. I have many sisters, so just two, but I consider that many. Paulina, she is the one who can have a look at this suitcase of yours. She is more tech savvy than I am. I see this, I think it's interesting. She sees everything. So we should go see Paulina.
Great. And hey, if she can't, understand what it is, if you have anyone in the family who can blow up shit, I suggest we talk to them next.
Oh, you mean Sergey? Absolutely. Yeah, Sergey next.
He waves.
with a grenade in his hand.
Annie says, look, if you don't mind, I'm just going to take a shower at the camp. The camp shower they have set up. Maybe just catch 40. It's actually been a real long day for me, too.
Yeah, you catch sleep where you can, Annie.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
So she sort of stretches and walks off into the camp. She obviously knows these people. She knows Yuri, so she's friendly here. She's known.
She just walks straight into a bed and just flops down.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've seen. Have you played 2077? The Avocados camp. They literally have a shower. It's literally just two trucks put together, and in between they have a place with it's totally not private. So she basically goes over there and just strips off and walks into the shower, and she's out of the scene.
Hey Cassie, is you and Annie? Is that your girlfriend or?
No, just good friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shame. Do you have anyone? As they're walking over to Paulina, do you have a special eye on anyone? Is there a special lover in your life? It's always good to have. You know what I mean.
No, I was kind of seeing a girl for a bit, but
how is she? Where is she now?
Probably the place where I left her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
This job, it hurts the people you love. Sometimes before you even know if you love them.
Well,
what about you? You got a girl?
Oh,
Guy?
no,
Partner?
no. And he's you can't help but see him looking.
That was 3 too many no's.
As he's saying, no, yes. But no!
Is it, and I motion with my eyes, is it her over there?
Let's just say she doesn't know it, but I know it. One day. But for now, no. Wouldn't dream of it.
Can I be so bold to give you some advice, Yuri?
Why not? And he crashes down and sits and is advice away.
I've just met you, and you're not that great at hiding your feelings. I'm guessing she probably already knows it. Oh. And shit in this town, in this whole goddamn life does not last as long as you'd hope. So I think you should shoot your shot. Just some advice.
Wise woman you are. Yes, okay, well, I guess as my family says, everything that is genius is simple. So, simple answer is best answer. After we sort all this out, maybe I ask her out on date or drive. Drive. We go for big, dangerous drive. Yes, good. Yes, smart one, Cassie.
Sounds good. Yeah, we will.
So Paulina has an RV, so you open the door and walk up into this RV, and it's surprisingly like teched out in here. So rather than being like a recreational vehicle for recreation, it's like a little tech hub. It looks more like one of those CIA vehicles. Every inside, like banks of computers and things like that. Workshop desk with all sorts of wires.
Definitely
and
ice cream van.
Exactly. Yeah. So
wires everywhere.
There's wires, stuff strung along the ceiling. Things on the floor and stuff. And Paulina, she is like not married into the family, but she is, she's the partner of one of the original Volkovs. So she's not Eastern European origin herself. She's American, but she has like tech goggles on. With one of the eyes comes out a lot further for differing magnification, and she is like bent over her desk with like a precision tool. Like I think she's soldering some tech stuff, and then she's like looking up at her screen and as a reference as she works when you guys come in.
How?
Oh, Yuri, this is really delicate. Okay.
What are you doing over there?
This is the pyrotechnics controller, okay? You wanted to snazz up the show a bit. This is gonna be the device which controls the whole show, okay?
Oh, it looks very complicated.
It is very complicated.
Is that the thing that makes it work over there? That one? And he gets really into Paulina, I have big. Let's call this quest. Very important. Can you put down pyrotechnics for a moment? I have two people I'd like to introduce you to. So Paulina, this is Lazarus. This is Paulina. This is Cassie. This is Paulina.
Hi. Hello. Hi. Sorry about the mess, I guess.
No.
I don't really have anywhere to sit down. What can I do for you?
Oh, show her.
So, Arasaka want this.
Okay.
They can't have it under any circumstance.
Right. What is it?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Okay.
Your guess is as good as mine. It was, yeah. Here you go. It's from DMS.
Yeah, I can see that. It's DC 989 port with connections. Okay.
It's called the Siren's Call.
Okay. She sweeps a bunch of stuff aside.
This is where Paulina does her magic. She says a lot of techno babble. I never understand it, but she gets things done. So it's very fun to watch.
She powers on 2 or 3 different computers that weren't running before, and then she's like, 1 second, and then she pulls out a crate, and then different cables are coming out of the crate, and she's like, do I even have one? No, wait. And then she pushes past all 3 of you, getting to the other end of the RV. You all have to Yes,
I feel like Yuri can barely even stand. He's definitely hunched over. He's just always in the way.
Yes! 989. And then she pushes past you all again, come back the other way.
Sorry.
Okay. And she pulls a keyboard it's on a swing, comes out. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Okay, right. This might take a few minutes to get into.
Is it a bomb? What is it?
It's not a bomb.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Might be more useful if it was a bomb.
I was thinking it could boom in any moment, but we would never know.
Maybe it is, but
Uh-oh.
not the explosive kind.
Oh,
The-
metaphorical bomb.
Yeah, the social kind. Interesting. And she's like, she starts getting like really involved, and like she kind of forgets you're there for a second, and if no one says anything, she's just there for like 5 minutes, just like.
I feel like we all huddle around the screen as well, like right over the shoulder.
You can't understand anything.
I understand numbers. In that I know what numbers are, but together, who knows?
After like 10 minutes of this, if no one interrupts her,
Nah.
she like leans back.
Oh, hello.
Oh. It's
Oh.
It's a program, kind of. It's like a mind in there. It's
Like an AI.
how do I explain this? Kind of like an AI, but I don't want to get into AI classifications right now, but it's manufactured consent in a box. It's
Consent from whom?
look. Have you heard of this concept? Right, that governments and corporations that want to get things done, get things past people, they astroturf, or they control the narrative so that it seems like that's what everybody wants or what everybody's trending towards, without actually that having to be the case.
Sure.
Manufactured consent, right? Well, this is like a network of. It's a mind that can splinter into 1 million user accounts that can go onto every discussion board on the greater net in Japan, in Russia, in the Eurozone, and it can shape every conversation that it goes in dynamically. This thing, if it's given a task, will control the social narrative on any issue that it is given. If this thing wants to make popular support for I don't know, a huge corporate war, it could do that.
Okay. So, my question is, how do we destroy it? It's just a piece of tech, right? Can we shoot at it, blow it up, cut wires? What do we have to do to make sure this never sees the light of day?
Well, it is based on the hardware inside. I think it's some sort of neural network mimic. We could destroy it, but
You're saying the technology might exist elsewhere?
I mean, they built this, they could build another one, but that would be DMS, not Arasaka. They would still want this one.
Man, there's not much we can do about them rebuilding it, right, from here, but we can make sure this
No.
one doesn't get out.
We could, yeah, but bad news is, and she hits a button, and one of the displays shows a map and a blinking light. This thing's broadcasting your location, our location, and has been since you picked it up.
Oh! So they know where we are right now.
Someone does.
Is there a way to disable function?
Mimic it in something
Well-
else?
I say we turn it off right the hell now. I think
we can-
if you want to destroy it, let's destroy it. But Yuri, I think we need to move. We need to destroy this. We need to pack up the camp. We need to get the hell out of here.
Oh, okay. Well, that is fine. We turn off.
You need to do it now.
Now.
Get everyone you can.
Okay. If you can start disabling this, I'll rally camp and we can be on the road in about 20 minutes.
Sure, I can start disabling this. Hang on. She pulls open a few things. Yeah.
Yuri's gonna leave and gonna start starting the evacuation process while this occurs.
She pulls a piece of plastic explosive from the thing, from a thing. You want to blow it up? We'll blow it up.
Fantastic. I'm gonna go help Yuri. Lazarus, feel free to come with. Because I think I just want to help, like, people, you know, however I can. Throwing shit into vans, packing stuff up. Yeah, I would like to assist that as much as I can. So
you come out of the RV. Yuri, you're like yelling for it's time to pack up, whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Everyone, very simple. Cannot go into specifics right now, but this is, well, how you say, code red. Everything that you can back into the vans. We are leaving. You have 15 minutes tops. We have to be on the road by then. Come on, let's go.
There's a chaos of movement. Everybody starts, oh no, not again. Oh crap. They're grabbing all their stuff. And there's a flurry of activity. You see what's the text name? Brain?
Paulina.
Paulina, like, she basically runs off into the desert like 50 meters and chucks the box down. And she's chucks it down. Well, she's got to put the explosive on it. And she's got a plastic explosive, and she's like putting it on. That takes her a few minutes. She's like putting the detonator in. She's got some det cord, and she starts reeling that back out towards the camp. So it's like a 5-minute process. You guys are like packing up, and then what's that about?
Lazarus is keeping watch.
Give me an awareness roll.
Like that.
Lazarus.
Okay.
We are saving.
Well, you should be moving your ass then.
35.
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Well, you're the first one to see the Arasaka AV.
God damn it.
Fuck
God
off.
damn it.
Screaming through the sky towards you.
Okay, leave what you can. Go, people.
It barely matters. Everyone is getting towards their cars and whatever, but AVs move quick. And before anyone can get in, people quickly abandon the idea of getting their cars started, and they all rush for their guns instead, and they're on top of their vehicles, they're behind their vehicles, they all get their guns out ready, and, you know, 150 meters away, the Arasaka AV starts to come in for a landing. That bright red tree logo right on the front as it comes down. There's a wash of air over the top of you, and you know, there's there's Paulina with the detonator.
Paulina,
and
just hold off for the moment.
And the AV comes down, the gull wings open, and 6 commandos come out, fully decked in armor, fully anonymized helmets, all with top-end assault rifles, and they all take up positions, you know, couple crouch down, others over the top of them, and they all kind of fan out to kind of make a field of fire before a delicate boot steps out from behind, and then a immaculately dressed exec with beautiful designer sunglasses steps out behind them. She's of Asian descent. She's an Arasaka Corp exec. And she wears like a wonderful, generous smile as she steps out. Cassie Glass. I'm looking for Cassie Glass.
Sorry, secret. What, you didn't see my vid?
My dear, I did. I'm a big fan. But you have something of mine.
Taste?
You have something I spent a lot of resources to get my hand on. And through blind luck, you came out with it. And it is worth far more to me than it is to you.
Really?
Well, I don't know why you're being so stubborn about this. You just give me the case, and I won't have the military might of my corporation annihilate you and your friends.
I mean, Yuri, these are your people. But, with all due respect, I already lost something very near and dear for this case. So I got fuck all to lose.
Wait, is that yours? Oh. Well, then perhaps we can reach an agreement. You've lost something. I've lost something. She snaps her fingers, and one more commando brings out someone that you recognize very dearly and instantly. A wounded, bound, and gagged Amelie Wang. She's been patched up, but she's obviously taken a bullet wound to the torso at some point, and she is cuffed and she is gagged, and her eyes are wild, and she has a commando bring her out and hold her by the shoulder next to the corp exec. How about an exchange?
Wow. Something about you, corpse. I don't understand how you could ever think that this would go well. Maybe you just don't get people after a while.
Well,
Fuck you.
How crass. How crass.
Yeah.
Give me the case, or you never see Amelie again.
I'm not gonna see her anyway.
I'm
this
all
was
about
never
deals.
Going to be okay.
I'm about
from
deals.
The outset.
I will honor a deal and a contract. You give me the case. I'm not unreasonable. Give me the case. Amelie stays with you. You can go live the nomad lifestyle out here, stay out of Night City. We never have to see each other ever again. Is it worth losing this woman and all of your lives over something you don't even know what it is? You don't even know what it does.
What it does. You know exactly what it does.
Well, you don't even know how to use it. You wouldn't even know what to do with it. What are you gonna do? Make a music video go viral using an AI? Not very ambitious.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes?
So Polina's out there with the...
She's nearby with the det cord and the detonator, yeah, and the case is over there. They haven't noticed the case yet.
Yeah.
They're very focused on you.
I think. Are you just thinking for a moment, Cassie?
I'm just thinking. Yeah, Ellen is thinking.
I think while you're thinking, Yuri will like under his breath, but to you, because I imagine we're quite close together. Wait, hold on one second, Cassie. Is that the special someone you were telling me about earlier? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Well, do you consider her like family?
Yeah.
Family is important, and he looks around at the people like, I got to tell you, there's not a lot I wouldn't do for my family. What will you do for yours?
I'm not gonna sell out the one thing she fought so hard to stop.
Could we not live to fight another day? Think about it. You got in once, who's to say you cannot get in again? These people, they're arrogant. They always think they've won, even when they haven't won yet. Makes them stupid. We get the people we need alive, we come back later. We win. We always do in the end. We have to.
Need to inspect the goods?
You have the case?
Yeah, it's further out. You buried it.
Yeah, I'll inspect the goods and we can do an exchange. Very good.
Before you do that, I want to talk to her. How do I know it's not just someone that you've bio-sculpted to look like her?
She rolls her eyes and then, pulls down the gag. Cassie, don't do it. I'm just one person. Don't let them have this thing.
I'm really sorry, Amelie. I've never been that smart. And I've always been quick on my feet, just enough to get out of harm's way, but I don't know about this time. I'm just thinking maybe one last fast one.
Don't do anything stupid, please.
If I didn't do anything stupid, I would have never met you. And I think I will... Oh, fuck. It's probably all gonna go tits up. I'll take you out there. You and me. We'll do the deal. I hand it off to you. You fuck off.
Okay. And she grabs she grabs Amelie by the shoulder and she starts walking in the direction that you indicate that you guys are gonna walk. And one of her soldiers goes to say something. She just waves him off.
Okay.
So you guys start walking out to the
Chris,
desert.
are you trying to say something?
Yep.
Chris, don't want to interrupt too much.
No.
I would like to roll a stealth check.
What would you like to do?
I'm trying to get to the back of my car to get my AK, my assault rifle.
Yeah, roll a stealth. And are you planning on pulling a fast one, or are you just doing an exchange?
To be honest, I want to try and blow it up.
You want the
I thought that might be the case.
Take her out with me.
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen.
That's my big plan.
Well, Paulina has a detonator, and it's physically wired to the case.
Yeah.
With a big glob of like plastic explosives, so it's pretty obvious, right?
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Yeah. So there's no way it could be more obscurely.
Not at this stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled an 18 for my stealth check.
Yep, you succeed.
Great.
You sidle your way back there.
No one's
open the boot of my car.
Yep.
pull out my assault rifle.
Yep.
And I presume the fact that they haven't seen me means that I've got eyes, like my car is in a position that's obscured by
Yes.
the 6 Arasaka guards.
Yes. Yes.
So
They haven't
then-
seen you do this. You have gotten behind, and you could, like, they wouldn't be able to see you until you, like, came up over the top and got a beat on
Well,
them.
I don't plan on coming up over the top. They're going, Emily.
They're all
and
watching the
Cassie.
exchange, right? They're watching
Yeah,
them
so
walk that
If
away.
I can be at an other angle that's obscured to them.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But can get a bead on Cassie, Emily, and the Corp.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start training an eye on her,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and get 3 rounds of aiming in.
Okay, yeah, I'll say you can kind of get that over the tense 10 or 15 seconds or so. You hear as like all of the nomads are there with their various guns and stuff, and all the corp soldiers are there as well. The AVs on idles. There's the desert wind blows across, and you walk out to the case. With the corp exec whose name you don't know, and you notice at some point while she has it on the shoulder, she has like a handgun basically pointed at the side of Amelie as she's walking her out there, and she as you get halfway to the case, you're within 15 meters of the case, she sees that there's a det cord running to it. It's like, I got here just in time. And she traces it back and goes and sees Pauline and goes, I would put that down if I were you, or I'll have one of my guys put you down. And Paulina just puts the detonator on the ground.
To go and dismantle it. I knew you'd be after me.
Well, it's the right thing to do. But a bit slow.
Let Emily go.
Yes, that's the deal, and I can take the case.
Do I have any idea?
I think you're getting the best end of this deal. This is very generous. Do you what?
Do I have any idea like what the radius of this explosion is?
Well, it's like plastic explosive, large. Like
I'm just winging it.
Yeah, it would where you're all 3 of you are standing, it would kill all 3 of you right now. As you now approach the case.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like it wouldn't hit the camp.
Anomaly.
Yeah, but it would definitely kill all 3 of you right now. Okay. And so you end up next to the case.
Yeah.
She's got it. If you wouldn't mind picking it up for me and peeling that off the side.
Sure. Is there any way I can make a sneaky look to Paulina to be like, do it?
Yeah, I mean you can try a stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's give it a go. Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my... Oh shit. I've got quite a lot of luck.
Use it. Now's the time to use it.
So 27.
Yeah, so show me the look that you give her. She goes for the detonator.
Fire. I'm shooting before that. The minute she moves, I take out the exec.
Or me?
Fuck it, I kill the detonator.
And?
I'll switch targets.
What do you shoot at?
We're not
so she goes for the thing, and one of the Arasaka soldiers shoots at her as she goes for the detonator.
I will also
you are prepared, so what are you shooting at?
Her. I'm not
Who's
shooting
her?
at her. I'm shooting at her. If she's going for the detonator, no.
Who's
Polina.
her?
Polina.
Who's her?
Okay, so you both shoot the tech.
Agreed.
Can I say, depending on how this plays out, just to know intention, if Lazarus shoots my sister-in-law, I'm shooting Lazarus.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah.
My objective as the solo is to keep Cassie Glass alive.
Yeah.
I don't get paid until that happens.
Yeah.
So Paulina goes to reach for it, and she gets shot by both the Arasaka guys and Lazarus. She just goes and just goes down in a hail of gunfire. She couldn't even get close to the detonator. Awareness from Yuri to work out if you know that shots came from two different places.
Awareness? Absolutely.
Yes. Because
so
two people shot at the same time.
Okay, so it's going to be...
What guns do they have, Phil?
They have high-end assault rifles.
What type?
There are a million assault rifles in
There's
Cyberpunk
only a
Red.
few. There's only a few. Most of them are from Militech.
23. I exploded.
Yeah, you know that Lazarus also shot Paulina.
He is going to immediately whip out his shotgun and shoot Lazarus.
Okay, how far away are you?
I imagine all three of us were quite close together.
I was not, because I was keeping...
He snuck off. I'm gonna say you were
off
at...
to get my gun and to keep watch in the first instance. I was the first one who spotted everything.
I'm gonna say you're at normal range. Not close, normal range. So it's a 20 to hit.
20 to hit?
Yeah. And he is behind a car, so only torso, arms, and head are hits on him right now.
Oh, I'm peeking over?
I thought that's what you were doing, or did you sneak
I was
around?
to the side.
Okay, so no, he's not in cover.
Okay.
No,
that is-
like full cover.
Not
Like,
to yet
the
to
car
the
is
Arasaka
aligned
guys.
to-
Not to the Arasaka guys, not to Yuri.
Oh, okay, sure.
21.
That's a hit. In the where?
D10. That is a 6.
Left arm, so it would have hit you anyway if you were in half cover.
Yep, fair.
That is 15.
15 damage to the
Yeah, okay.
arm. Left arm.
So
Huh?
good.
You soak all of it with your armor. You take a shotgun blast from within the camp, and you see it is a furious Yuri who has noticed that you shot Paulina as well. Over by the case, the exec shoves the gun into Emily and goes, "That was not wise. Give me the case, or I'll shoot her right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1." She's gonna...
Stop. You want the case? Go fucking get it. It's right there.
She
You
shoves...
outgun us.
She shoves Emily down, like on her face in the dirt in front of you. She like lands hard in front of you, picks up the case, and starts striding back confidently with the case and the gun and a smirk in her hand. Back over here, how do you react to being shot by Yuri?
Poorly.
You turn around, you train an AK on him?
Sorry?
You turn around and train your gun on him?
Train my gun. Yeah, I think I just fire.
So you turn around.
He shot to kill me.
He did, yeah. But you're not gonna face him down and be like, "What the fuck?" You're actually just gonna try and kill him back.
I mean, I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to talk to him terribly well.
Why does it always end up with PvP in mine?
This didn't need to happen.
You shot my sister-in-law.
She tried to
did.
kill my safety.
Yes.
Annie would probably fucking pay you anyway, mate.
I don't know that.
I'm like
My
I'm
job
about to
keep you safe.
I'm about to sick the entire Volkov family on this guy.
I think I'm gonna have to defect to a. Fuck it.
So you turn around.
I'm gonna move my full move, which is 10.
Yeah.
I got movement 10.
Yeah.
So I am gonna sprint to the Arasaka side. I'll try and get to that AV, that evac as much as possible.
Cool. Okay, so that's what you do. You're like, actually, fuck this.
Yeah.
I don't know if
nomads
I
cannot be trusted. They cannot be.
Yuri, do you have your guys open fire?
Yeah, it's gonna be Volkov's like
shoot that guy!
Avenge
Yeah.
the family.
I presume I'm gonna move first.
Yes,
Yeah,
because I already did my action. So
You take a shot. The exchange happens over there.
Yeah.
All these guns train on you. You realize you're outgunned. The exec turns around, notices is what's happening. It's like, oh shit, this situation is getting out of hand. She goes, cover our retreat! And she starts running back to the AV with the case as bullets start flying everywhere. The Volkovs all open fire. And then the Arasaka guys start opening fire, like suppressing fire to recover their retreat. And you run towards them, hoping that they are not going to kill you.
Yeah.
Okay, make an athletics check for me, please.
Me?
Yeah.
No worries.
You,
Yeah.
the one who's trying to run away.
The one who's trying to escape a ton of bullets as they all retreat and cover themselves as they get back in.
God, this is a finale and a half.
Can I use dodge and
everywhere.
escape and
Yes,
Yeah?
you can. Yes, please do. Use it if you've got a
Great.
ton of dodge skill. You are like
30.
So you have everyone shoot at Lazarus. Everyone pops over. They've got the handguns, a few rifles and shotguns. No one's got amazing weapons, but this guy serpentines like crazy. He is like, the way he moves is so unpredictable, and bullets hit the sand and the scrub and the cactus as he ducks and weaves, goes over a dune, comes running towards the AV. Everyone, all the Arasaka guys, getting all the nomads to duck into cover as they do a fighting retreat. They all pile in, and then they're all piling in, and there is the exec with her case standing in as you run up, Lazarus, and she goes, "You looking for a job? You're hired." And you can hop on. The doors close. A few more bullets hit the side. Ting, 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 ting of the AV. The engines whir up. The wash pushes over the camp. Knocks one of the tents flying. Everyone sort of ducks down. Everyone looks around. Miraculously, no one has actually been hurt. It's all just been suppressing fire. And the
One
AV...
person's been hurt.
Yeah.
One person's been hurt. Paulina is extremely dead. The AV takes off, rockets into the sky, and takes off away towards Night City.
I think as soon as that happens, as soon as it's clear that they're bolting, I know you're about to go to Emily, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Yuri's gonna bolt over to Paulina and just so
Yeah. Emily rolls on her back and looks up at you. You stupid bitch.
Yeah, that's me.
Can you help me out of these?
Sure. Fuck. Sorry, Emily.
You did what I would have done.
Wasn't fucking fast enough.
She scrambles to her feet, kind of using you to get up. Leans against you.
I mean, I wanted to get you back, but not like this.
What a day, huh?
I guess there's always a big explosive finale further down the line, if we can get there.
I've been to one of your shows. I know exactly what you mean. And then you help her back towards the camp, and then the nomads gather around Paulina, who is her hand. You roll her over. Her hand was reaching for the detonator. You roll her over. Her eyes are already glassy, and there's just a trickle of blood from her mouth, and she's just got 6 or 7 bullet holes in her.
Paulina!
She lies there.
Paulina! Paulina!
Her partner comes running over, shoves you out the way, Yuri, and grabs her, holds her in his arms. No! No! Damn it! No! And there's just this gaggle of somber-looking people around her and her grieving partner. The camera will pull away into the sky, leaving this tiny little family torn apart by this death. As the dust blows across the camp, and we fade to black. And is the end of Escape Artists.
Well done.
Yay!
Well done. Well told.
Well
Thank
done,
you.
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks everyone
Lazarus
for
was the
joining
real
us.
escape artist.
He was the real escape artist. I know, it's another stupid
Lazarus
pun
got
as
a
a title.
promotion.
Lazarus ended up as a corp hitman. Great finish for him. He never said a single word.
I didn't have to explain Yuri's death. I had
Yes.
something there. But...
How are you going to do that?
Oh, there's one of the brothers just
Pretty
takes on
easy.
the mantle of Yuri. It's like in honor of him. It's
Ah, clever. I like it. It wasn't the real Yuri. Yuri is
No.
Yuri. That's so
Also,
cool.
I
Essence of
definitely met a family
10
where
Yuris.
of all the siblings there were 2 Vlads, so I wouldn't worry about it.
And I brought
Oh,
Emily's not dead. I brought Emily back.
Yay!
Yeah, don't worry, Phil's still
But I made you.
like-
I made you.
still made me sad.
I made you give up the whole reason for the heist for her. That was the choice.
Yeah, but
Ha. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Thank you so much. That was our little session of Cyberpunk 2020 for our live show. That is the first of 2 January shows. So we have a second show coming up. We normally do these at the end of each month. December just didn't work out. Everyone was with family. All of those weekends were holiday weekends. So instead, we're doing this early January one, and we're going to do a late January one. Does anyone have the dates to hand?
yeah,
yeah.
it is the last Sunday of January.
The last Sunday of January.
Is
Yeah.
the 29th.
Yeah, for Australians.
For us. So 29th for us. We live in the future, so that is 28th for everybody else in the evening. So who's leading that one?
I am.
Ellen.
I will
Ellen
be
is leading that
the
one.
GM. So if you are a Patreon of ours, you can head over to our Patreon. I'll pop the choices up. Lickety split. We will have a choice of 3 different games. Our patrons, I believe is it the Butte? No.
Bonza Tier.
Bonza tier patrons can vote on which game that we play, and then of course there is the higher tier where you could even play along with Rollcast Live. So if you want to join this lovable band of misfits as a player, think about signing up for that. We're very fun to play with. I always have snacks. A bit hard to do it online, but maybe I'll send you snacks. Who knows? We'll figure something
Give
out.
us all of your addresses. And,
That's safe.
yeah,
Put them in
it's
chat.
very safe. Yeah, put
You
them in
can
chat
trust
now
me
for
with addresses.
everybody.
I remember nothing, but yeah. So I'll be hosting that. So yeah, please join us and consider giving to our Patreon anyway if you would like, because it really does help us make Rollcast even bigger, better, pay our wonderful artists who come in to work for us. Goodman, who has done some fantastic Cyberpunk scores, as well as
Heard the
lots
tracks.
of other games. Yes, many other tracks. You can always go and find his album. I believe it's on SoundCloud.
It's on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, that's right. Yeah, you can have the soundtracks for Going Mainstream and Cyberpunk Red on SoundCloud. Follow all of our socials. We'll tell you where to find that.
So yeah, he has said that he's very happy for you to use them in your home games and stuff as well. Yeah, that's nearly everything. So we've the Patreon is there at the top of the screen if you'd like to support us. That gets you access to the special members area in our Discord, and as Ellen was saying, the higher tiers will also help choose the games that we play for our live sessions. But the Discord is open to all. We have a public area of the Discord as well for people who are non-patrons, so our community is inclusive of everyone. There is a link in the description to our Discord. Please come in, introduce yourself. We have channels for discussing RPGs, for tech and games, for books, for pictures of our pets. There's lots of lovely people in there to chat to, so please come and join our community there. You can find us on places like Twitter, but who knows what's happening there. Why not just come and join our little community and speak to us directly and speak to other fans of the show. The show is a podcast. It is available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, all the great places, all places where you can find podcasts. Just search Rollcast as it's spelt in the middle of the screen right there, and go back to the beginning for our 2020 campaign, or you're at the right time for Sean's Among the Dust Starfinder campaign. Episode 1 just dropped. We're a few days out from episode 2. Really exciting stuff. I really encourage you to get on board the podcast if you haven't already. And we have a live show coming up. We have a live show coming up in the Adelaide Fringe. There's 4 of them. So if you're an Australian fan or you're going to be in Adelaide during Fringe, make sure you get tickets. It's a small cabaret style performance, so there are limited spots. Each one of us will be telling a different story. There'll be a Cyberpunk Red story, there'll be a Kids on Bikes story, there'll be a vampire story, and there'll be a Pulp Cthulhu story. So we're reprising our highlights from our podcast so far, all with professional lighting and sound. It's going to be a riot. It's going to be a great time. So I encourage anyone who can get down to Adelaide to please come and see it. Hopefully we're going to record it, and then at a later date you'll all get to see the live show as well. Apart from that, I think that is everything.
I have one
more thing. That's why it took so long, is to give Ellen time to think.
We are also affiliates with the excellent Chronicle Cards shop. They specialize in amazing TTRPG and RPG goods. Phil has got the lovely brushes there to paint your minis, which is created using reclaimed wolf pelts, which is so fucking cool. Phil has been painting with them. Apparently they are, I don't paint minis.
They're really good.
They are super lovely to use.
They're quite stiff as far as they go, but with a bit of, that just means you just need to give them a bit of a go, and it means they'll last a bit longer as well. And
also all reclaimed materials, which will have longevity and also better for the environment. There's a little mini.
It's my Kasatha. He's partially green screened. Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, I painted
your
with
Kasatha.
Well, my creation.
Yes. Yes, so there you are. They sell paints as well as cards. And as we all know, you need these guys to play RPGs. This is a set I got from Chronicle Cards. And if you use our code ROLLTOCAST, it gives you 20% off store-wide. So please use that. They're a fantastic Australian company, and we love to support fellow RPG creators. So
yeah, so the main thing is
cards.shop.
The main thing is that 2023 is going to be a big year for Rollcast. There's such a celebration of things in past. This year, we're also going to be celebrating a bit later down the track our 200th episode of Rollcast. We have live shows. We've got affiliations with Chronicle Cards. We've got a whole slew of events on the slate. We're looking at trying to get towards a brand new podcast under the Rollcast banner as well. So there's so much going on. We're so excited. And so first of all, thank you all for being along with us for the ride. And we really hope we have your continued support for Starfinder and beyond. So thank you all so very much.
Great.
Tell a friend. listen to all the episodes, rate and review us on the
yeah.
apps that you use. Those are the most important things. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, join our Discord.
Below this VOD, go back to this VOD, click the like button, leave a comment. Helps so much. Helps so much. I've been Phil. Thank you very much. We will see you at the end of January. And everyone else, do you want to sign off individually?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Sean. I play Yuri Volkov. You can find me at Sean Means John on Twitter. And thank you so much.
Ellen?
I've been Ellen. You can follow me on Twitter at EllenKGraham1 and see all the different streams that I appear in. And I have played Cassie Glass for the second time now. The third, if you count our live stream.
I'm Chris. I was Chris. I played Lazarus. Find me at BondingChris on Twitter and just join the Discord. Apparently I play villains now. That's
Apparently, cool. Yes.
Now?
As I am Phil, you can find me at Scruff on Twitter, SKKRUFF. Have a wonderful evening or day, depending on where you are. Mwah! Love to you all. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for staying up.